Hello, everybody. Welcome to this exciting race we have with the Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer Tournament. I am Cantaloupe, and I am here with Eleanor Lamb. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight, Cantaloupe?
Oh, peachy. Just going to sit here for the next 2.5 to 3.5 to 4 to 8 hours and watch some racing. So yeah, the runners should be getting ready to go here any minute. This is Group E. This is the first match for both of these in their group, I believe. So we'll just wait for them to get going. The goal in this game is to collect everything to beat both Super Metroid and Link to the Past. And we do also have Razor Flame doing the tracking for us. So, hello there too. And we'll be ready to go here shortly.
Do you anticipate either of these runners checking out the two Super Metroid items, or do you think they're both going to go straight into?
I know Dragondarch. He'll go into Zelda. He'll probably hula hand right away. That's usually his thing. How's that name pronounced? Alraedris?
Yeah, I can get behind Alraedris.
Okay, but I'm not too familiar with how they route. But I don't see them going to Super Metroid to start out with. Alraedris. Alraedris, gotcha. English is hard.
I feel like we have the sheet for preferred pronouns. We need to come to that sheet.
And off we go. We'll get them synced up here in a second, and all will be well. Yep, there's Dragondarch's dip into Link to the Past.
And Alraedris is right behind.
Looks like they're both doing the quick hula hand thing.
Power bombs on the floating island. Or not the floating island, like Hylia Island.
Yeah, not much in the chest at the sanctuary. I wonder if they're going to check the lumberjack hut just to get that knowledge right away.
Go for hula hand.
Yeah, I think that's what they're both going.
Looks like Alraedris is doing the same thing. Hula hand's really popular to do in this game, as rupees can be a real pain to find in the beginning.
Couple dips in the water, drop in the hole, and hula hand.
It's an easy 225 rupees.
Indeed.
I wouldn't mind falling into a hole in the real world. 225 rupees.
Yeah, I wish I did the hula hand like that, but I've always done it after I got the glove and do the bomb boost into the tomb. I should learn this way. Seems easier.
That way is very easy. All you gotta do is go into that the little fairy thing at the cave at the top, and then you just gotta jump in the water for.
4 times and then drop in the hole. That's pretty simple.
Probably, I don't want to say it's necessarily the easiest Link to the Past trick, but it's probably close. It's definitely close to one of the easiest. We do have some divergence here with Alraedris going south and picking up a bomb at the 50-50 bushes, while Dragondarch is heading up towards the lumber.
Ooh, we got some early bombs from the crab. Thank you, crab. And Lumberjack has just a 20 rupee. I don't think we're going to get that.
Nope, that's not even worth grabbing, even if you happen to do AGA for another reason. If you're that hard up for money, that's a real bad sign.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't. Hopefully, we don't see an Agna, but it's still not out of the woods yet. That could be Dark World access, or we could see the infamous hammer at Pyramid Ferry, and which usually requires that.
Alraedris picking up some missiles from the race game and sees just a bomb capacity upgrade on the library.
Mm-hmm.
Dragondarch doesn't look like he's found anything of note in the Lost Woods.
Let's see what the back door of the inn has. And money. Hope you feel
Interesting
good
little fact I learned about that is that it's the only world entrance that you enter from the top. So when you're playing Zelda with entrance randomizer, that entrance is always the same because there's nothing else to randomize.
Oh. That's a new wrinkle in the brain. I did not know that.
And I found that super interesting.
And bombing the chicken hut, and the chicken takes a piece of the bomb.
Speaking of Aga, there's one part we just found the lamp in Blind's hut.
Mm-hmm. And we have a bottle in the chicken hut, so that'll be a quick visit to the sick kid here. Yeah, finding lamp early is good to, knock out some checks, but then at the same time, just like, uh-oh, we have a moon pearl at sick kid, uh-oh. Pieces of the puzzle could be coming together for it.
Yeah, we still got a lot of checks, fortunately. Oh, there's a glove.
Okay.
Wow.
That cancels out a little bit of it.
This Kakariko went from really amazing super quick.
Only thing that would make it more amazing is finding a morph ball. Here's Titan's Mitt.
Oh, 5-minute Dark World access.
Yep. And Dragondarch will be getting his, Titan's Mitt here in a minute because he got, yep, there it is. That's insanely fast for Dark World access. So, Agna, I'm sorry, we're not going to play with you.
Well, yet. He's not out of the woods quite yet. There was that situation with the hammer being on Pyramid. It'll be interesting to see when these runners decide to route in some of the Dark World checks. I mean, I kind of feel like while you're here in Kakariko, you go ahead and check the village outcast.
Mm-hmm. And maybe take the bullfrog with you and then come back and knock that one out, at least. But, there's so many different ways to route this. I mean, there's hundreds of ways you can go.
Yeah, I would expect we'll see some. We should hopefully see some pretty good route divergence here with finding those mitts and the moon pearl. Mm-hmm. Looks like Alraedris is going to go ahead and go straight into the village of outcasts.
Should be getting a map check here soon too. I would figure. So we have seen a lot of Link to the Past key items, but Super Metroid items have been lacking a bit.
Yeah, we found some packs of supers, and that's about it as far as I know. There's our map check. We've got a red pendant in Thieves Town and a blue pendant in Ice, and a 5/6 crystal and total rock.
Yeah. Thieves Town is actually pretty good in this situation to be a pendant, because you can just dip in, knock out the 4 chests up top, and maybe bail, and hopefully you don't have to come back later, because with no sword, that works out perfect. Okay, what was the brew we have? We have sword. We can poke things.
Dragondarch is going to be checking the south shore of Lake Hylia.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be doing that in Moldworm Cave, and he'll probably swing over to Ice Cave too. We also see Dragondarch is using the Zero Samus sprite from Zero Mission.
Looks like Alraedris is going to check the digging game.
If Alec Baldwin wants to give us his goods or give us some junk. I'm predicting a missile.
That's a good guess. I believe in a match earlier today, I saw the Varia suit dug up, but just 20 rupees today.
For and during that, Dragondarch got a power bomb there. That's handy if once Morph Ball comes open. That does open some Super Metroid options at that time.
It looks like Alraedris, like you said, is going to go ahead and get the which I'm not sure I've ever seen a less than 10-minute Smith, but here we are.
Yeah, first for everything. And let's see what Moldworm Cave has. Some love, little love, missiles, more missiles, and missiles. Yeah, yeah, good Moldworm Cave.
Wow, that's about a... I don't know if I can give it a 0 out of 10, but I wouldn't give it more than a 1 out of 10 for sure.
I'm going to have to go on the negative scale for that one. Speaking of rating stuff, we're going to get an early hype cave. Sub 10-minute hype cave. That's pretty rare.
Man, those spear guys really wanted to kill Alraedris. It was it was kind of like the Matrix.
Yep. Blue Cane and hype. And what else is going to be hype here? Mirror. That's 5 out of 10 hype.
Yeah, I'd give that a 5 or 6. I mean, the energy tank is useful because they don't have a whole lot of those. That might have been the first one they. So all around, I feel that's 6, 7.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. That mirror is going to help with this early Dark World access. So now we'll probably see Alraedris go drop off our breadsmith and grab the purple chest and do that section after, I believe. But he's going to take him on a little adventure first.
Gonna get his 8 bombs from the bush grab.
Okay, we're getting some good old walking on water stuff coming up from Dragondarch here with he gets another morph and a Pizza Hut.
Looks like he's gonna go ahead and check the hobo while he's doing these water checks.
Yep. Yeah, and there's no reason to really go up towards Zora because you can't get either item with not having the 500 rupees, so I don't blame him for dipping out right there. Okay, what does our hobo have? Quake. That'll shake things up later.
There's a decent chance that's required with both Mystery Mire and Turtle Rock being crystal.
Indeed. So we get Breadsmith check and back into the. Well, no, Dragondarch noped out there. Is he going in the front entrance of Hyrule Castle, I believe?
And just souls on the Smith.
Mm-hmm. Our green pendant is vanilla at Eastern, and then we got a 5 and 3 at Tower of Hera and Desert. So Alraedris is going for the Swamp and Moldworm Cave checks, and yep, Dragon's going up to he's going to see what Sassafras has up here in his cave. And what's he hiding in his little back room of goodies?
Plasma beam's a heck of a nice high jump boots. That's a pretty loaded back of Sassafras' glove.
Yeah, old Sassy was hiding some things there. So yeah, thankfully he gave those away without much of a fight. Now we're going to see the back door to Hyrule Castle. Now, one thing, if he gets a key in one of these chests, you'll probably see him go check the Dark Cross. If he doesn't get a key, well, no, wait, he hasn't done the basement yet. That's right. Don't have a key.
The power of wishful thinking.
Yep. Okay, so the route divergence has given us some different items. Alraedris ended up getting a sword out of all this, and Dragondarch ended up getting, a medallion and some high jumpies and a plasma beam. So that's definitely a good combo of things. To start out with, he's going to have really good offense once he gets into Super Metroid, but I believe Alraedris will eventually do those checks as well.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would not be surprised to see Alraedris do that as soon as he finishes with the Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah. Uncle did not have anything to give.
And here we're going to see Alraedris is going to do the front of the castle dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather just the castle dungeons.
Might get a nice little high five action here in a bit. Maybe.
It's very thematic to pull on the tree and get a whole bunch of sticks.
Yeah, that actually seems accurate for Nintendo logic for a change. Well, there's your key in the chest that opens up Dark Cross now. It can possibly have something.
Getting sticks from a tree pole is like punching a tree to get wood in Minecraft only 20 years before mine.
I'll never look at Minecraft again the same way. Actually, I'll never look at it anyway. I've never played it. Okay. Getting some early chest bombing action to take out our little guard for a piece of heart. These guards in Hyrule Castle, I swear, they have no motivation at all. They are the worst guards I've ever seen in my life.
They do seem pretty blind.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that because Alraedris has done that Village of Outcasts, he's got the sword, and I feel like this play makes a lot more sense with a reliable weapon. This is in logic, regardless of whether you found a weapon or not, but it's not fun to do with bombs. I mean, Dragondarch made it look super easy. So kudos to him.
All that for a little tiny missile pack. Ammo's looking good for Super Metroid right now. I mean, we got supers, we got power bombs, we got regular missiles, we have a plasma beam, but still no suits or that ever elusive morph ball. But still have a lot of checks coming up. So Death Mountain's open now. We do have Tower of Hera would be open for Alraedris because of having the mirror.
Was there? Did we see the map? Do you know in the castle dungeon?
I don't believe we did, so that's probably what's in Dark Cross. I don't recall seeing that. Unless my old eyes faded me, because you didn't catch it either, did you?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't think I saw it.
Yeah, okay, so that's good for Dark Cross. That's just space you don't have to go into.
And we have Dragondarch making the trip up Death Mountain. There's the old man. We'll see if we get a decent tip or an old man stiff.
Yeah, sometimes he's very generous, and then sometimes he's a blank D blank blank.
I'm gonna assume you just meant to say cat all times. Just 10 sticks. That's not much of a tip.
No, that's a pretty bad move there, old man. But it is what it is.
I don't think Dragondarch could even carry the sticks that he was given. And there is the map in Dark Cross.
So we're gonna get a little Norfair peek at a couple items. He'll be able to get one, then C2, but that's pretty much all he can do here. Got some berms.
He does kill the zoomer before it gets away, so he doesn't have to wait. I hate waiting.
Oh, I know. That's like almost as bad as waiting on a dead rock to get out of the way of the door that you just hit it in front of.
So I do believe that will take care of dead rocks in a situation. Of course, Dragondarch doesn't have a sword yet, so he can't use that quake. But
correct. Death Mountain not having a lot to offer here. I'm almost thinking Thieves Town's going to be the play, or Eastern.
Yep, I mean it's Pendant Thieves, so depending on how you feel about memes, that means there's definitely progression in Pendant Thieves.
Yeah, I would, like I said, dip the first 4 at least, and take quick death to get out. I mean, but he'll get a sword here eventually, since he's probably he's going there, so he'll get a sword here soon.
I mean, I can't blame either of these runners for not wanting to do 5-heart Thieves Town. I would die about 1,000 times doing that, so that does not sound like a particularly fun time.
It's not. I would not rate it in the top 10 of life experiences I have experienced in my life.
Alraedris getting hit with some cabbages to the face.
Good old Sky Cabbage.
He's heading in to check his business center check.
Oh, he missed it. Now he's got to play the waiting game. And now Dragondarch will be able to stab and poke things with the sword.
Remember that one Metroid where Samus ran around and hit everything with the sword?
Yes, that was the other M.
I don't know enough to know whether that's true or not.
Just say yes.
My Metroid knowledge ends after Super Metroid.
Yeah, unfortunately there is no sword in that game. But you do have a Wiimote that you wave around for certain parts, so that could be a sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I had a N64 in high school, but I never got a GameCube for some reason.
I didn't get a GameCube until like 2003 or 4, I think, something like that. And that was actually the very first purchase I ever made with a credit card. There's something you didn't know. But anywho, Dragondarch made his way to Hype Cave while Alraedris is seeing the disappointing Tales of Death Mountain. But there is a mirror in play, so we're going to see our first dungeon here shortly.
Which we apparently had a Light World map check at some point. Eastern Palace is the other pen, and Tower of Hera is the other 5-6.
Yep, Dragondarch will be getting his mirror right about now.
I don't think you have a book.
Nope, you're not going to be able to read that one yet, unless you know Highland like the back of your hand, which no Link does without a book.
Does Link even have hands?
He has a left hand. We have seen that in Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, actually, but I don't know about the right hand. It's not visible. Okay, our first item is 100 rupees, so Big Key was in the basement, so coffee break might be coming later. We may not see it yet, but we get to see the rest of the Tower of Hera.
I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're asking, Zelex on, but the 4 portals are the hut by Lake Hylia in the White World, the cave on Death Mountain in the White World, and then the Dark Ice Rod Cave takes you to Meridia in the Dark World, and the 4th portal is the Right Mire Shed, which takes you to outside Golden Therizo. So Mire's Head is still there with its 2 items.
Correct.
Hopefully that answers your question.
Going for a bomb jump without the Pegasus boots. Nails it. I've never liked that jump unless I had Pegasus, but they made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, I think I maybe tried it once and then was like, I'm just going to do this the intended.
Okay, now we get to see our buddy Trolldorm. Let's see if he will be nice or Trolldorm will be a troll.
Dragondarch's routing has allowed him to do the Smith chain more efficiently. He doesn't have to take the little guy all the way.
Nope.
Unfortunately, Moldor not playing nice.
Yeah, Moldorm 1, Alraedris 0. So let's skip the purple chest for now. That's a little interesting.
I was just going to comment that that's an interesting choice.
I bet you when he leaves Thieves Town, that's when he'll take care of it.
That would make a lot of sense, and Alraedris has successfully killed the troll.
Yep, and we're going to get coffee break if he wants that other item.
Well, he's going to have to orphan that for now, because... Oh, wait, no, he's got the lamp.
Yep. And Dragondarch checking out his Dark World and seeing the news. Yep, Turtle Rock will require some play. So I'm almost sure Dragondarch is just going to see these first 4 chests. I'm not sure if he will adventure into the rest of it.
I'm actually glad to see that Total Rock is not a pendant, because I feel like not only in all the races I've commented, but many of the ones I've watched, it's been pendant. I was actually going to comment on how strange it is.
Oh, I know. And a lot of the seeds I've done recently, I've noticed it's been appended a bit. So I'm like, oh, okay. I think in my tournament race match, it was appended. Yeah, didn't have to visit.
Alraedris not taking the coffee break. Only 27 minutes into this race, he probably is feeling like he just wants to go.
Ice Rod for Dragondarch in the vanilla big key chest.
Well, Pendant Thieves lives up to the meme. There's the charge beam in the basement of Hair. That's a nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling pretty good having the charge beam and plasma beam.
Oh yes, that's a hell of a combo to have. That lets you know that you still want to collect supers. I mean, it definitely helps, but you don't have to worry. You can just ignore those regular missile drops you're going to see, laying around. You're not going to need them as much now. Because you really only need them for Fantoon, and that's about it. Unless you have... Now, if we find some X-ray, we could get some microwave action.
The microwave beam is one of my favorite parts about the combo randomizer.
Yep, for those that don't know what the microwave beam is it's a combination of three things. You need plasma, you need charge, and you need the X-ray. And simple mechanic, you select your X-ray, charge your shot, and as the shot is going through the hitbox of the enemy, spam your X-ray button, and it will hit every other frame, similar to the Mega Man 1 infamous pause glitch thing you could do with the electro beam. And it will just literally evaporate. It works well on Fantoon, it works on Batoon, and it works on Dragon. And I believe that's it, right?
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
It is worth noting that to do it on Fantoon, you need to first shoot him with a missile to open up his eye.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little. I recommend practicing that one. It's a little trickier to do, especially with the way it floats around the room. But once you know how to manipulate it, it's really not that bad.
And we do see Alraedris has come into Thieves Town too, so he'll be getting his ice rock.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we do have the small key, and I haven't been counting items, but there's a chance we're gonna be orphaning something in the basement.
Yep, that's what I was actually getting ready to say too. I just saw that and I was like, well, we might get it's a little scary doing this, but it's worth doing. It's only one check, and there's 316 checks in this game. And yeah, it could come back to bite one in the bum, but we'll find out.
I want to say from that quick inventory, it looked like they haven't found the map. And Dragondarch is just deciding to take the easy way out of this fight and use the cannon. Also the laggy way to kill Blind.
Well, Blind didn't see that coming at least.
And there's
yep.
the map. So that does mean there's going to be an item in the basement that neither of our runners will have.
And we know one thing, that item cannot be the hammer, so that's a plus. We don't have to go back here for the hammer.
And I would not be surprised if we never see what's in that chest. If it is not required, I don't expect either of our runners to ever come back.
I totally agree with that statement. Yep, and just after that, he's going back for the purple chest. That's what I figured he would do.
You called it.
So I'm almost sure we might see an Agna check out Agna's cave, and while he's down here, it makes sense he's going that way. So
yeah, there's not really. I mean, I guess a better time to route it in would be once you find the flute and you can do like checkerboard cave. But you're so close at this point. I
would probably also check the desert ledge just to have that knowledge, to say, okay, we're going to need a book or something else soon.
Dragondarch remembering and felt. Oh wow!
Ooh.
I was gonna mention that wouldn't it be trolly if the hammer was in the purple chest, and now I wish I.
Yeah, it's hammer time. Gary was hiding a hammer all along.
So on the plus side, I believe that does. Ooh, flippers on Desert Ledge. I believe that does 100% kill Agata from being inconsiderate.
Yep. So, yep, we will not be visiting that area. Oh, darn, so disappointed. See what we get in here. 50 rupees. It's something.
So does finding that hammer so shortly after you just orphaned the hammer item in Thieves Town, does that make you want to go and check it? Or have you written it?
I would write it off for now. What I would do in this scenario is probably exactly what Dragondarch is going to do. Do the Tower of Hera and then go check out Spiral and Paradox Cave.
Yep, Paradox Cave, a very lucrative.
There's what, 7?
I believe 7, yes. 5 up top and 2 in the bottom.
Right. So yeah, I mean, with the 2 items in Tower of Hera plus everything else on the way, he's going to be, and with seeing what's here, that's 10 checks he's looking at right now, and he knows that he's getting out of the way in a short period of time. Very good play here. Now, if I'm running out of checks, yeah, I would end up going back to Thieves Town with my head in between my legs. Just not happy about it, but it's not really the best play. But I think we're going to see the purple chest on Alraedris, so we're going to have a hammer here too.
And we're still looking for that Morph Ball, so this has been a very Link to the Past centric seed at the start, and doesn't have any sign of changing anytime soon.
My prediction that I hope is right just for the troll scenario, not to make him suffer too much, but just a little bit, but I'm expecting Book in Paradox Cave, and then that will lead to Desert, which gives Flippers, and then on Zora's Ledge will be our Morph Ball.
I'm gonna one up that and agree with that entire chain, except for it's gonna be Screw Attack on Zora's Ledge, and they're gonna have to go to Big Pink to find the Morph.
Ooh.
That's about the worst thing I can think of right now.
Oh no, I think I can one up that. Go to Big Pink for Fire Rod, and then have to complete Skull Woods to get your Morph Ball.
Oh, yep, that's worse. You're right. Oh, these runners are gonna listen back to this and wonder what they ever did to us.
Dragondarch has sent me some troll seeds in the past. I totally owe every bit of this wishing this happens. Friendly rival. But we get some hammer action on Troll Dorm. 3 hits with the hammer is a lot better than the Fighter Sword, thankfully. And Troll Dorm? Troll Dorm, stop. There we go.
I would point out that just for folks who might not be super great, if you hold your sword out, it's much harder for Trolldorm to knock you off the platform, and you can of course hold your sword out and also use the hammer at the same time. So just a little bit safer to do it.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have an animation of falling with your sword out, so it definitely helps. Okay, Alraedris is going to be cashing in for stealing Agnes' life savings of 50 rupees. You should feel bad, Link.
And Dragondarch is going to be getting his plasma. So you never really want to do the basement check in Tower of Hera, but I feel like getting plasma is something you're very happy to see, I feel.
Oh, yes.
Except for its charge beam, which you're even more happy to see. Charge beam just makes for a lot of nice you don't have to worry that you're going to run out of ammo on bot swoon and soft lock or.
Yep, and it also opens up, you don't have to worry about if on your way out of Meridia, you can dip into Plasma now because you got something to kill with. So now I figure we're going to see our Paradox Cave almost simultaneous, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect a quick check of the floating island and then probably Spiral Cave, then Paradox.
Yep.
Spiral Cave never feels great without the boots.
No, it's much fun as sandpaper paper towel. I think Alraedris wants some knowledge here, and he's probably also going to dip in Super Bunny.
Yeah, that's actually, I think that's a little slightly better routing on his part. We've got either required for Turtle.
Yep, so definitely going to be looking for that Ether Medallion. Spiral Cave with some more sticks that are not needed. And Super Bunny is ooh, we got Grapple. That logically puts Rex Ship into play.
Well, until we get the Morph Ball, I don't think it puts anything additional into logic.
Yeah, it doesn't at the moment, but once they get Morph Ball, that's in logic. I should have stated that. Oh, Ether! And Paradox.
So, Turtle Rock's key is hanging out right outside, just in the light world.
See what the... Come on, book. I want to see a book here.
More power bombs are nice. You want to aim for at least 15 to really not have to worry about managing them at all. 10 is better than 5. That was a little junk, though, really.
Yeah, that was not beneficial. So, I figure Dragondarch will be making the same way up to check Super Bunny. Yep. Going it the slightly longer way.
So that means that our progression is either in Eastern Dark Palace, could still be that chest and thief.
Yep, it quite possibly could.
We have not seen Graveyard Ledge, so Graveyard Ledge could have something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dragondarch checked K45. There was nothing in there. So.
It was a reserve tank, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're just looking at Eastern, and Pod is accessible. So yeah, that's another option. Skull Woods could have something in there.
So lots of places for them to check still. You're disappointed that Paradox Cave had nothing because again, that is just a lot of checks and only get power bombs. You're feeling a little.
I think Dragon's gonna go ahead and crack open the cave to Turtle Rock.
You're here. You might as well.
Now here's another scenario that quite possibly could happen. If we find a Canis Samaria and a Fire Rod, we could have the ever elusive Morph on Turtle Rock.
Man, that would be amazingly terrible. I love.
Now, another thing to look at too, you know, with our pendants being Ice Palace, and we know where flippers are, Eastern is a pendant, and then the other pendant was Thieves Town. Pedestal, you know, let's not rule that out yet.
I think all we would need is those flippers, Bombo's Fire Rod, and a bow.
Yeah. I think we're going to see our Skull Woods play here. Or is he going to go back into Thieves Town? That would be the meta play if he did that. Oh my gosh. Hammer pegs. He's going to do hammer pegs. No, he's not.
No, he's just gonna psych us out.
Okay, the map chest had nothing in Eastern. There's our big ball for excitement. When I was a kid, that big ball that came out of there, it scared the crap out of me. You just didn't expect that to happen, and then boom, there it is.
I don't have a whole lot of memories of playing this game as a kid. I mean, I remember getting it, and I remember it fondly, but I spent most of my Super Nintendo time when Super Mario Kart came out. That's what I played a lot of.
Yeah, this was one of the few good games my parents bought us as kids. This and Super Metroid, thankfully. But then they also bought us hits like American Gladiators on the NES, Silver Surfer, and of course the ever great Super Nintendo game and Nintendo 64 game. Donkey Kong 64. So yeah, got some good hits after that. I did not see what that item was from Alraedris. We got a little bit of a lag frame there. Did you see it?
Nope, I had the same lag. Just a map in the big chest. Death.
Yeah, I think he took an intentional death there. This room can be a little tricky to deal with without, you know, proper equipment.
I'd be tempted to just fire off either.
That's I usually like either Bombus or Fire Rod in this situation, but of course, yeah, either would be the correct play. There's our helping hand.
Which I have heard referred to as Wall Masters and Floor Masters. Wall Masters, of course, because in Zelda 1 they come out of the wall.
Yeah, I have too many memories of those killing PB attempts. So Eastern was not the play. Skull Woods was not the play. I think we're going to get our Cape Ledge check and Graveyard Ledge. Just a Fire Shield. Probably won't be going for that later.
It looks like he is heading over for the Graveyard Ledge. Meanwhile, Alraedris is heading towards, looks like, Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, what sort of surprised me in this scenario, you know, I would have figured Alraedris, oh no, we're going to get Pyramid and Catfish probably, you know, was not going to pod and then just mirroring to go straight to Eastern to check that out too. That would have saved a little bit of routing time.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I kind of expected that to happen. It is worth noting out that Alraedris has more than enough money for Zora, so he will be able to check that.
We have literacy. And we have another E-Tank on the Pyramid. So yeah, the Graveyard Ledge had literacy. We're probably going to see her desert play now.
But we should hopefully be able to see what's on the Zora Ledge here from Alraedris. Where was Quake was in the Hobo.
Mm-hmm.
Razor, which is out of logic, but Dragondarch water walked.
Yeah, this is the best time to do catfish when you're doing this like this, just because it's so out of the way. And we saw yesterday in the race with Total and Fred Coughlin, catfish was the key to that race. Catfish had the mirror.
That's a pretty trolly location, and Dragondarch is taking that book straight to desert.
Mm-hmm. Seeing the flippers over there is a little bit of motivation for that, for sure. And Catfish gives you his life savings. A nice little 5 rupee. Now, Desert is completable if there is no item on the torch. The key's a good sign. He can at least complete the dungeon.
I did not see what was on the Zora ledge.
I did not catch that either.
I also didn't catch what was on Desert Torch.
It was actually the small key. So he can get one item, which he got out of the big chest, and he'll probably go down, grab his flippers, and complete Desert, because he can do the back end of it. He does not need that key to complete. Just cannot get the 2 chests on the right side, but the item could be on the Lamola, so that would defeat the purpose of having to return here later.
And I just watched the playback. It was a red rupee on the Zora ledge.
Oh, okay.
And Zora himself just giving an energy tank.
Yep. Good old extortionist fish.
I believe that qualifies as a life lesson.
It does. So we got some flippies picked up for Dragondarch. So that actually opens up Swamp.
Yep, can do at least the first part of Swamp and the left side of Swamp. Mm-hmm. Can't finish Swamp without the hook shot.
Correct.
We'll see if Dragondarch gets shot in the back on these BMOs. So far, so good.
Yeah, this one likes to shoot at you. Yep, there it is. And he'll probably get him on the way up too. Nope. He did not get a hot butt reminder.
And Alraedris is gonna go get that item in the big chest of thieves.
If this is Morph Ball, this is huge. If this is Bow, this is huge.
Yeah, I think that it's not as bad if this is the Morph Ball. I think this is the worst would be like the Fire Rod or something that could be literally just about any. So it really depends on. There's different degrees of bad that this could be for Dragondarch if it is something. I mean, most likely it's nothing, but we'll find out shortly.
Yep, it will either be something or not something. We do know that. And Dragondarch having a little trouble with the Ice Beam strats here.
The Ice Beam or Ice Rod can be hard to use. It's very laggy, and the projectile is slower than you expect it to be. So, if you don't have a lot of experience using it against land mollusts, this is a pretty common out.
Yeah, it moves at the speed of smell. Was that an item on Lamola?
Space.
Oh, missiles at the chest in Thieves Town. No. Okay, so we are 52 minutes into this seed. We'll do a quick recap for everybody. We got 2 crystals for Dragondarch, 0 Super Metroid access besides the 2 checks in Old Bryn and the 1 check in Norfair. And early Dark World access in this seed was within what, 5 minutes?
540, I think, is the time.
Yep. So this has been very, very Link to the Past heavy. And rupees at Hammer Pegs. That's something I would have went to a lot sooner. I would have went there before Thieves Town, but yeah, that was. Yep, we're going to get our swamp play here. I like this play. Just getting flippers and saying, okay, let's put them to use.
I think I'd prefer to see. I question nobody going into Palace of Darkness at this point. Like, obviously, it's not completable without the bow, but there's so many items accessible to you in Palace of Darkness without the bow, and you do even have a bottle that you could potion glitch if you wanted to. So I think it's interesting to note that neither of our runners had decided to check. With our gear, Spike Cave, I'm not sure. I think is in Logic.
I know he's got the cane, but I don't think he's got enough magic to get through. It's going to be very close. If anything, he's going to... yeah,
I think he's okay. He's okay.
Yeah.
Whoa! That's the fire rat in Spike Cave. That's a huge find.
Yeah, that's a couple of the... I mean, they have a lot of key items early.
Unfortunately, this is not Final Fantasy Randomizer, and you do not get 5% experience per key item found, but...
Nope. Now, another interesting fact here is, Dragondarch got the book earlier and was able to get his flippers. We have Alraedris has not gotten his book yet, so he doesn't have that knowledge of to be able to get those flippers to do what Dragondarch is doing right now. So it's hard to tell who's ahead or who's behind at this point because they both have a key item the other one does not have.
Yeah, I think it's too early to say one way or another who's ahead. I'm gonna guess that Alraedris is heading to do. Ooh, that's a convenient big key location in Swamp. I'm gonna guess Alraedris is finally making the Palace of Darkness play.
Yep.
And that's our third shield in the big chest of Swamp.
Yep, so Riot Shield, we will not be seeing this run. Sorry to all our Riot Shield fans.
I'm a fan of the Riot Shield, but I'm also really bad at this game.
If I get it naturally, it's fine, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. But if it just works out that way, I'm like, okay, this is cool.
I can do well. I guess with Cane of Barna, you don't really need it to do the laser bridge. So I guess yeah. At this point, even I'd skip it.
Okay, this will let us know what is in Logic a Pod. If it's a key, he can keep going. It is. Because he doesn't have a potion in hand to do the potion trickery. That's one thing new with the new version 11 of the Combo Randomizer. Potions, bottles are now empty. They used to contain either a bee, a fairy, or a random potion. Now they are 100% empty.
I'm not a huge fan of that change. I like finding random useful.
I like finding the bee and then lagging the game on Ganon. Oh, screw attack! You called that earlier.
So screw attack does open up some, and a bottle and the big key chest in Palace of Darkness. Screw attack does open up some checks in Super Mario.
So, see what team right side has. Left side had the screw. And come on, Morph Ball. No, it's rupees. Well, now I would be almost tempted to go into Super Metroid now with high jump, screw attack, and you could check a lot more things now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I was thinking I wouldn't be surprised to see saving.
But no, Dragondarch's going to Pod, I believe, and he might go to Eastern too, or is he going to do the Catfish Zora loop here? That's sort of interesting. He could do either one in this scenario. If he goes to Pyramid, I'd see him doing Catfish and Zora.
Yeah, that's kind of. I would think he's gonna do that.
Kana Bryna
Ooh.
in the basement. Or Samaria, whatever, yes.
So that's Turtle Rock completable.
Yep.
So you mentioned Morph Ball and Turtle Rock, that we could be at a Morph Ball and Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
That said, doing Turtle Rock with Fighter Sword is not a good time.
No, in this scenario, I would recommend picking up, going to buy a magic potion or two, just so your fire rod can be useful to take out the pokies.
Yeah, I agree with you there that I would definitely stock up on potions before going to Turtle Rock with this.
But I believe they only got one bottle.
There was the second one in Palace of Darkness, Big Key Chest.
Oh, okay, I did not catch that. Happened so fast, I missed it.
It was right at the same time that we found Screw It.
Oh, I see. Big key's on the right side. He did not find the big key.
So Pod, kind of a waste of time, so shows what I know.
Now, yeah, with finding with finding Screw Attack as late as he found that, that's screaming Super Metroid. But, like we're saying, Turtle Rock is now open for Alraedris, and will they be brave enough to venture into Turtle Rock with 6 hearts and a fighter sword? I think so. I think he's going to buy a potion.
Yeah, or he's gonna go back and do the. Oh, he's got 3 bottles.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna go back and do Pod with the potion.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you that's what happened on one of the items that we missed from that lag. I bet you that was the bottle we got.
Yeah, I feel like buying 2 green potions, it's very likely he's going. No, okay, he's gonna go Turtle. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
And Dragondarch will make the Super Metroid play. At 1 hour and 1 minute, we have our first exploration into Super Metroid other than the Norfair.
That is a change in the new version 11. The bottles are always empty when you find them. There's never anything in them.
There's our Master Sword. Oh, that opens up book logic for tablets. We see the King of Fetch quest here. That would be bad but awesome at the same time.
Yeah, and we know that that's only just recently been in logic. That's only in logic with the screw attack that we found in Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And just super missiles. Not what you're looking for in the Morph Ball location.
No, when you got 30 already plus charge plasma, you're pretty well good with supers for a bit. Piece of heart. So yep. Now he can dip Pink Brinstar as well and get those 2 items there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I think that I would have reset, but I guess the Master Sword is worth hanging on to. That's a
Oh
pretty
yes.
nice quality of life for Link to the Past.
Yeah, that will make his Turtle Rock play a lot easier than what Alraedris will have, because even if they don't find, even with the Master Sword, they're still going to be doing hammer strats on the boss.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, six hearts green mail, I would just say this is not a completable dungeon. I feel like this is going to be oh good, he remembers to go the right way. Don't have the hook shot, so you got to take the long way.
Yep. Down no hook. If you have hook, go up. Easy way to remember.
This is a great time while Alraedris is going on a little trip here to mention the sponsor of this tournament, Rank 1. Rank 1 is a kind of place to collect. Ooh, those rollers do so much damage. Rank 1 is a place to kind of collect all your gamer social presence. You can put like your favorite games, your achievements up there. It's a pretty cool site. It's rank1.global. They were nice enough to sponsor this tournament with a cash prize, so the top 4 folks will be getting actual money, which is amazing.
Oh yes, Rank 1 is definitely hooking us up on this tournament. So yep, give them a visit, rank1.global, and check out what they have. And just on personal too, with speed gaming, it's it's hard to believe just something small turned into something as big as it is today, and it's thank the whole speed gaming staff for everything they do. I mean, they do a lot for retro speed running and racing. It's a great entertainment, especially now with no sports on TV.
Yeah, I feel very in a strange way, very lucky that I've been watching speed gaming avidly for about a year and a half at this point, and I feel lucky because when I like to watch hockey, and I was sad when the season got canceled, but like it was like, hey, I can still watch all this great speed running, so it's not really a big change.
Yeah, just knowing the whole. Oh, we have tempered sword for Dragondarch. Metroid was the answer for the offense. But yeah, it's been such a good thing with everybody on Speed Gaming staff. I've been around it since the beginning and seeing what's grown to today. And Speed Gaming Live is coming up in November in Herndon, Virginia. Please look up details for that. If you get the chance, attend it. It's a lot of fun, people. Just go. You'll have fun. Okay, so we get our big key. He gets past the chain chop room. Those things, the thing about Turtle Rock, everything hits like a truck in here.
Yeah, I feel like I will probably go to the speed gaming live this year. I didn't go last year, but I live pretty close. It's just like I think it's a 4-hour trip for me up to Herndon.
Wow, we must be pretty close to the same area then.
I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, I'm in West Virginia, so yeah, it's not too far. But yes, definitely, it's a good time. I had a blast last year. It's not to veer off the subject of randomizer, it's just how I want people to attend this event. It's like I compare it to a smaller, intimate thing versus a whole GDQ thing, and it's just gaming all the time. That's the focus, and it's there's always something going on all the time, and plenty. You can go out to eat with friends, have a good time, meet new people. Yeah, it's a great event to start out to if you're new to this. But anyway, back to our action here. Dragondarch has left Super Metroid. He has his tempered sword now. So, where is he going? I think Pod. I think it's Pod.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Super Metroid, if you feel out of making that dive and having the tempered sword, or whether you feel, oh no, Alraedris got hit in the face by a Pokeball.
I appreciate you made that reference with Pokeball. I never would have thought of that. Well played.
It was purely by accident, but I'll take it.
There's our next crossover randomizer, folks. Link to the Past, Super Metroid, and Pokemon. Let's go. Come on, Total. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I was joking last night about doing a Super Metroid, Super Castlevania.
Ooh. Ooh. That would be... I would be happy, but I'd be crying at the same time just because of... I mean, they're both great games. Super Castlevania is just... Its difficulty leveled at fast speed is legendary. It's brutal.
Yeah, I had Super Castlevania as a kid, and I am not sure that I ever beat it.
Yeah, everybody hits the wall about stage 8 when you go into the dungeon area, you know, down underneath Frankenstein's level. That's where the wall hits.
Yeah, that seems about accurate from what I can remember.
Okay,
right, Alraedris being much pokies this time, catching them.
Grabbing those precious little hearts there, and Bunny!
Dragondarch is going to do the hammer pegs and find that they are nothing.
Oh, bombs go forward. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Paradox Cave could be a good place for Morph Ball.
We already looked at Paradox Cave.
Not Paradox.
Mimic Cave?
Yes, thank you. My dyslexia is of where I'm at does things.
All good.
Use hammer. 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 Don't fight or sword them. There you go. No, hammer.
This is a
Hammer
very
time.
careful dance he's doing.
Yeah, this reminds me of shoot, what was that RPG that had like a little, like a whole? Oh, wasn't there like a dance segment in Final Fantasy IV somewhere, like with things dancing around on rhythm or something?
It sounds like the kind of thing I would think of in a Final Fantasy game, but I don't. Doing squats in, I think Final Fantasy VII has a section where you have to do squats.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, Dragondarch is making the Thieves Town play.
It's a really interesting choice that both of our runners have decided to check this before doing like.
I think we're going to have Morph on Laser Bridge. I just got that feeling. It's going to be Morph because I really, unless... I just don't know here. I mean...
This is certainly, for anyone who doesn't watch a lot of these, this is very unprecedented that we've had this much Link to the Past progression without hardly any Super Metroid progression. Like, this is... You know, usually you find the Morph Ball within the first 20 minutes and you have a choice as to, you know, which game you want to prioritize. But, you know, this is... I think this might be the longest I've ever seen without the Morph Ball.
I've seen a little longer. I've sadly experienced it. I won't talk about traumatic things on stream here, though, but now, the pedestal morph could still be a possibility if we find a bow.
Yeah, and I mean, we're looking at, you know, when Alraedris finishes off Total Rock here, that does open up Pyramid Fair.
Yeah.
That'll give both 6.
Yeah, I take that bottom exit out here, buddy. You're on Laser Bridge with 3 hearts. 1 hit, you're dead. No.
So that's unfortunate. It's not the worst. Go back a little ways, but it's not. He's got an annoying room with the fire bars and the platforms, but it's not too bad. Yep, go ahead and get your Fs in chat, though.
man, this is no joke with Turtle Rock and all this and low health. It's almost like one hit KO. Okay, we get a pedestal check from Dragondarch. Oh, I think he's checked both tablets and nothing. I didn't mean pedestal check.
Yeah, I feel like I think I remember him checking Bobo. I mean, I'm really just hoping that Alraedris finds something. Oh no. I hope he finds something good in Turtle Rock, because if he oh no, wrong way again. If he finishes this and finds
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
If he finishes this and finds nothing, he's gonna really regret his life choice.
Dragondarch picking up his fire rod and just hesitating.
No.
Just hesitating slightly. I can imagine the words that are coming out of his mouth on that one.
Where was the red cane?
Red cane was. Wow. It's almost like a Mandela effect. I don't bloody remember.
Like, I want to say it was in Pod, but I also want to say that Pod. Okay,
yeah,
so it was in Pod. Okay.
Yeah, it was in Pod. Yeah, Dark Basement. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's so easy to forget things. So, like I said, we're watching two runners do 316 checks at the same time. It's easy to forget.
And Dragon's going to take that fire rod and do the back of skull, which I can't blame him. No. Even with Tempered Sword, you can see the trouble that Alraedris is having here in Turtle Rock. And I think even the best runners of Link to the Past are going to have a bad time with 6 hearts and a green mail.
Okay.
Alright, all he's got to do is make it out the door.
Okay, good.
Man,
I was glitching there.
Yeah, when he stopped to menu right in front of the laser, I was like, oh no! Alright, so that is called the safety door because the way the Link to Past works, when you die in a dungeon, you go back to whatever the most recent entrance to that dungeon you used is. So, if he dies again, instead of going all the way back to where he went previously, he will just show up at that door, which makes life a lot easier.
Now the trick with these lasers, the hitbox is on the front of the laser. But that last chest is going to have a key. Turtle Rock is empty.
Well, Trinex could have something.
Yeah.
Which I think is the worst case scenario, because Trinex with this loadout is not going to be a good. He does have, I believe, still have a blue potion and a green potion.
Yeah. Dragondarch grabbing. Oh, look at that magic troll! That magic jar troll. He's going to get it though. There you go.
Yeah, so far, all that he's found is the big key in the.
Now, he will be able to get a heart back up here with the magic refill for Trinex, but one hit, he's still dead. I believe it's 4 hearts, I think. It might be 3, but Hammer is very finicky on this boss. It works when it wants to.
So while both of our runners are heading towards their respective bosses, this is a good everybody to give these guys a follow on their Twitch channel. They're doing an amazing job and giving us a really exciting race. And they're really showing off what A Link to the Past Randomizer is all about. So please take a moment to follow their Twitch channels. I know they'll appreciate it, and it doesn't cost you any money, as Dragondarch takes down Mafia.
Bottle. Okay, Alraedris struggling on the hammer kill. And you don't really want to you really don't want to just leave here. You want to do this and complete it if possible. So
yeah, I don't blame I don't blame Dragondarch for. I mean, I guess he's not putting it off because he doesn't have the red cane, but I would have put Turtle Rock off to the absolute last possible chance just because of how hard it is. And just super missiles?
Big bottom. No, that's Bombos.
Oh.
I think that's Bombos.
Or power bombs. Chats is saying power bomb. Power bomb.
Okay, I thought that was the Bombos hint. I've never seen a power bomb hint on that, so that's what threw me off.
Well, that means Pet is dead.
Yep. Sadly, Pet is dead. Okay, he's got the red head down. Now, no, he did. When you do the hammer fight, you need to wait till the animation goes away before you fire because you can't, you can't do the menu while the explosion's happening, so you're just wasting a shot. It still does a little damage, but okay, now.
All right, now he's just got to survive the third, which is not easy with the hammer. Meanwhile, Dragondarch is going up, I think, to buy potions, which makes me think he's finally going to head into.
You got this.
Oh boy.
Well played. That was
nice
close.
Job, man. Nice job, Alraedris. That is.
Yeah.
He made that look easy.
Bombs.
Well, you were close. So the bad news is that means Turtle Rock absolutely not required aside from the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
So he just spent a lot of time and a lot of deaths. He's got to feel behind now.
Yeah, when you get your second crystal an hour 20 in and it's Turtle Rock, you're in for a ride. I mean, there's just... So yeah, Dragondarch will be getting his cane soon. Now, my fear with this play is he's going to go straight to Turtle Rock after this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a very likely outcome. I mean, I definitely think that unless you're really uncomfortable with your skill level, that you're going to do Turtle Rock before you do something like Pendant Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think we're going to get our Skull Woods play here now.
I would have been strongly tempted to do the big bomb as soon as I finished Turtle Rock if I was Alraedris. So I guess we can't say that Turtle Rock was a complete waste of time.
Oh, that's true.
We'll have to see what's in the. Yeah, we'll have to see what's in the pyramid. Yeah, the lamp was in, I believe, Blind's Hut.
Mm-hmm.
So they both had it very early.
Yeah. Yeah, so, see if we can remember some of these. Hammer was Purple Chest. Both Power Glove and Titansmith was in Thieves Town. I mean, not Thieves Town, but Character Village. I mean, they were both right there. They had them within 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah, one was in the well, one was on the bottle vendor, if I recall correct.
Yes. Fire Rod and Ice Rod was Fire Rod was Spike Cave, and Ice Rod was I'm trying to remember that
Thieves
one.
Town.
Yes. So yeah, that's where a lot of the important items have been. Charge Beam was in Tower of Hera.
Plasma was in Sashrala's.
Mm-hmm.
Swords, one was in the brewery in Village of Outcasts, as Alraedris takes a death to the Gibdos. And then the other two swords were in Super Metroid. One was underneath Mother Brain, and one was in Big.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know where the fourth sword is yet.
No, and yeah, get your seatbelts on, folks. We're in for a ride on this seat, apparently. Get some popcorn, some Oreo cookies or something. I recommend those. They're good. Pringles, potato chips, even. I like those too. I like the cheese ones. Those are my favorite.
I'm eating mini Kit Kats.
Oh, nice. So yes, get your favorite snack. We're going to have a good seat, folks. And I don't mean, huh?
I was just gonna say, I was trying to lose weight before the quarantine and, going to the gym every day, but since I can't go to the gym every day, I've just kind of said, hey, whatever. I'll just get fat again and work it off.
Hey, have fun and be well. That's what everybody needs to be doing right now. That's all we can do. You got to have fun the best way you can. And we got Bunny. There's one heart back. You're going to get your key. Okay. Good luck on this fight. Good luck on this fight. You're going to need it.
Dragondarch has not done pod yet. Razor Flame Cup. He did Eastern.
Yep, he's on his way to pod at the moment. He does not have enough fire rod to kill him, but he does have a blue potion. Yep, good call there. Don't miss these shots. You got 8. The key thing with Mothula is when you hit him, make sure you don't hit the spikes. It won't deal damage to him. Good dodging. Very good fight.
Yeah, that was very well done.
Yes. I'm going to give you a clap on that.
So Dragondarch does have a potion, so when he gets the right side, he'll be able to I assume, do the mimic clip to convince the game they're dead.
Yep. He'll get his big key, because we know already that's where it is. So he'll be able to do everything in here but complete the dungeon, unless this logic break gets him a bow. But no, wait, it can't. It's bow block. Never mind. Had a brain fart there. Excuse me.
Yeah, if we had progressive bows, that could happen, but the bow obviously can't lock.
Yeah, so Dragondarch's setting up his trickery here. He's having to use some magic to be able to do this. And if he goes up, this should do it. Yep. Now he wants to scroll the red mimic off screen, or all of them, and do that, and boom, your door opens.
Because The Link to the Past is a super well programmed game, and if the enemy is not on screen, it must.
Yep. I mean, that's how I go by real life. If I don't see it, it don't exist, right?
Yep.
If I don't look under my bed for a monster, there's no monster there. Schrodinger's monster. That's not the big key. Huh.
I wonder if all that was left in this dungeon was dungeon items. Maybe no map, no compass, and so the big chest has to have one of those.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, I didn't catch that. That's probably right. Like I said, it's easy to miss things doing this, folks. It's easy to miss a few details.
No, I mean, I'm right there with you. I thought he just didn't have the big key. So.
Well, both runners have 4 bottles, but no Morph Ball.
Vanilla Big Key had a bottle on it. A dump one.
Okay, Alraedris got both of his items out of Skull Woods. will be bolting here shortly, I'm presuming.
He must have lost count of items. So he needs to head over to Graveyard Ledge to get that book so he can get his flippers. Which I would suspect will put him into Swamp, which we know is not great. Screw Attack. I would actually say Screw Attack before really doing any Super Metroid is worth finding. Screw Attack makes Super Metroid so much easier.
I think the only place after this is Ice Palace. We're going to have an Ice Palace Morph Ball.
I think you are correct.
Yep. If we don't, I am 100% surprised. There's your literacy. Because unfortunately with the cane, Dragondarch still might do Ice Palace next, and here's why. He likes the icebreaker thing, really makes Ice Palace a lot quicker to do.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, and if he knows, with Icebreaker you can really fly through Ice Palace now.
Yep. So it wouldn't surprise me if Dragondarch went for that.
So I'm not sure why Alraedris skipped the big key chest. It might have an. In this case, it just has a map.
Yep, you tracked it correctly then.
So Helmosaur has an item because they're still short. Alraedris gonna check the big bomb.
Ooh, good play. I think Dragondarch is going to he is going to Turtle Rock apparently. Now, could Big Bomb have Hookshot, and then he'd have to go to Hookshot Cave. And there's our squirrel trolling us.
I would have liked to see Dragondarch go and refill some potions. Although I guess he doesn't have enough money to do.
No.
That said, he's very familiar with past. I think he's.
Yeah, Dragondarch's one of those runners I like to say that can run he can run any game from Athena to this.
And Pyramid has our Morph Ball.
Wow.
So that means that Turtle Rock does lock. That is gross.
Yeah. That's almost. I mean, that's 4 places away. 3 places away from the last place it could be. Okay, I think we're gonna get a wreck ship play first. I like this play. I love the wreck ship early play.
I'm not sure who rolled this seed. Whoever did, I really hope they're proud of themselves.
Well, I think they have a bot that rolls all the teeds for the tournament, so we can't blame nobody, sadly.
I'm gonna blame whoever wrote the bot then.
Okay. You know what? I will take blame for it, just so I can get yelled at by Dragon later. But no, I did not roll the seed. I had nothing to do with it. All I'm doing is calling the action. Just like Eleanor, we're both calling the action.
Well, I don't even know what to say. This is just gross.
We're having fun though, aren't we?
I am. I would be miserable if this was my seed.
Yeah, I'm loving this. If I had a glass of champagne, I would toast it to the bot for rolling this seed. Okay, but yep, wreck ship first. 7 E-tanks, no Varia, but you know, oh, there's Grav. Grav is good.
Yeah, that's a nice find.
Wreck ship, more like stack ship. Okay, we got a Phantom fight here. Yeah, we get a Phantom fight. With Charged Plasma, it may not be as bad, but one thing he still needs to look out for, he does not have Varia. I mean, he'll still take some damage here.
And Dragondarch has more hearts because he's done a few checks that Alraedris hasn't. He did swamp. Hey, Stapler.
Mm-hmm. Hit him a little too soon on that third set, though, but it's fine. Still got some good damage. And one thing you do not want to do on Phantom, for those who do not know, you don't want to shoot him with the super missile unless it's a hit that kills him. Or he goes into a little thing like we like to call rage mode, and he's invulnerable, shoots a bunch of fireballs at you, but if he's got the charge, he can do a pseudo charge and stay invulnerable during it.
So if you get a slow pattern here, do you just reset and start over?
No, I don't. Yeah, I just tough it out. Yep. Good fight. He's dead. That's all that matters.
Pretty good ammo drops. Not that you particularly need ammo with plasma.
No. Yeah, supers are good. 30 supers for Ridley. It's a very easy fight that way. And if you have 60 by the time you get to Mother Brain 2, yeah, that will obliterate Mother Brain 2. But we got a little bit of time before we get to those points. We got some checks here in Wreck Ship. Now, without speed boost, there's one check they can see, but they can't do. So
yeah, it could be a bit of a pain to check that without Spring Ball.
It is. There's another way you can check it though. You can go ahead. Oh, magic powder. You can go ahead and go into the room with the Chozu statue there that you power bomb through, and you can wall jump up and do the bomb that way, power bomb that way.
Yeah, that's actually how I usually check it.
I'm one of those idiots that do the morph ball jumps without bombs. You know, the really tight jumps, and it works, but it takes a little bit to get the rhythm down. In Super Metroid, I just think personally, he's not checking. He's going to do the save.
He's going to save and then go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I don't have gravity, I'm usually saving there. But with your movement's there with gravity through the water. But without Varia, those spikes are still going to do 60 damage.
Yeah, and I feel like statistically, this is not going to be something worth keeping most of the time, so I think saving is quicker on average.
Mm-hmm.
And Dragondarch, meanwhile, has been making quick work of Turtle Rock and just $20.
Oh yeah, he tore through it there with Tempered. Yep, I bet you after this, Dragondarch will make his play to Pyramid right after this. He will do this before dipping into ice.
Oh, when he gets shot in the face.
A laser beam to the face is not the best way to deal with stress. I don't recommend laser beams to the face.
Apply directly to forehead.
Yeah, it's a little bit painful. Not that I would know from personal experience. It just sounds painful. I think Dragondarch's just grabbing the chest, dying, grabbing the chest, dying. Not a bad strat with no magic. Yep.
Yep, that's definitely what he's doing.
Yep, and that was a laser to the bum. I guess that's how he feels the seed has been.
I can't say that I disagree with his assessment.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of jet seeds in this tournament. And now we get the beauty of what this seed is.
And I did not see what was an attic, but it wasn't worth keeping whatever it was.
No, it was not. I think it was just a rupee. But the only advantage to racing somebody in a seed like this is knowing that they've probably done the same thing in this scenario. And okay, well, we do have bombs here, so he could bomb. Let's see how the bomb jumps work. Oh no, he's going to do the morph strat. Oh, here we go. Yep, in Super Metroid, you can do infinite bomb jumps once you get started. It's the rhythm's a little tricky, but there's several little short tutorials to teach you how to do this. And you can go as high as the screen lets you in a Super Metroid. And the game actually taught you this in the demo. If you let it play through, it actually showed you the bomb jumps that you could do it. So, little Easter egg that a lot of people as kids didn't want to do, but it's very useful for us in this randomizer. Okay, we got our try next fight here. It'll be a little easier for Dragondarch. Good, he did not take another hit. Bombs. That screams morph ball at the pyramid all the way.
I'm curious if Alraedris is going to bomb jump back, or whether he's just going to reset back to his.
Well, see what we got. Okay. Nah, he's probably just going to bomb jump back. See, I can never get the bomb jump started off the ground. I could do it in the air, but just starting off the ground just seems like so difficult. But there he goes.
I'm bad at bomb jumps. I just essentially have given up on ever learning how to. And Dragon is heading straight for the big bomb.
Mm-hmm. Now there's an item up here that's a little hard to get to. Ooh, we got some booties. This wrecked ship has been stacked.
Yeah, this has been a pretty good wrecked ship. That's gravity suit, powder, and boots.
Okay, we're going to see. Looks like we're going to see some bomb jumps up to check out the item up here. I'm not sure if I like doing it this way in this scenario because you can peek at it, but there's no way Alraedris is going to be able to get it from here. Well, no, it's going to be close.
And that's a clinic. Oh no! I was gonna say it's a clinic on how to bomb jump.
Yep.
But you gotta shoot the item.
Yeah, I think in this scenario you want to face to the left and not to the right. Okay, here comes Dragondarch's Morph Ball at 142.
So that's about 12 minutes behind what Alraedris had found.
Okay, it's just a rupee. I saw it. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Dragondarch's going to go straight to wreck ship first or not. If he does, he'll be a happy camper. There you go. Well, after a minute 43 of pure hell they've been through, they get to put down the controller for a few seconds and enjoy some bowling animation. So, rest your hands. You have deserved it.
I'm still waiting for someone to explain to me why this ship has a giant room filled with spikes.
Because filling it with, like penguins was out of question, so they had to use spikes instead. That's why.
I see.
Yep.
You know, it really seemed that fits with the rest of Super Metroid logic, so I can't argue.
Yep.
Interesting that he's gonna pick those missiles up.
Well, yeah.
Supers, I could understand. Regular missiles, eh.
No, I mean, you know, they're going to head to the wreck ship to refuel, obviously. And I'm looking. If I got charge beam with 65 missiles, I'm not picking up another missile ever. Just super missile. That's all I'm picking up. But apparently, they like their ammo.
What you're going to see, is he going to go to the ship, or is he going to just detour straight down
Red Tower. Yep. Yeah, he's got 8 power bombs, and he can get 2 of them back if he kills those crabs, but he won't.
Yeah, well, there's the caterpillar guys down here too. He can get.
True, but then he has regular bombs, so soft locking isn't going to be an issue. Now, Dragondarch's on a little Fantoon fight here. Looks like he's going to get a slow. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you for picking up those heart pieces now, since health has been really scarce. Grab what you can.
Yeah, you got to feel a little bitter, though, that you've already done total. You got to feel like, really, game? Now you give me the safeties?
Mm-hmm. So now we get vanilla powerbomb check. And we get some nom nom action. Vanilla powerbomb's got a super, and we got regular bombs too. Oh. Feed all the traps. They're hungry too.
Yep, Samus just doing her part to make sure that the fauna are healthy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
now Dragon has killed Fantoon.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is here: does Alraedris, when it goes down Red Tower, do they go off to the left to check out Pink Brinstar and check out that stuff, or are they going down to Kraid? Because Pink Brinstar's got her swords. Oh, going down.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I would do X-ray and then go down, and do the Brinstar. Because you can do a pretty nice loop with doing like green Brin, pink Brin, retro Brin, and then head back up to the.
Yeah. Dragondarch gets his magic powder. And we get to see what's at X-ray. There could be something here. It wouldn't surprise me. just an E-Tank. Oh, I didn't make it.
I feel like I would grab that E-Tank with his current health situation.
Without Varia, yes. Because these spikes, as you can see, they're dealing 60 damage. But yeah, without Varia, I'm probably grabbing all the E-Tanks I can get. Because...
We'll see if he decides to take the Slaughter's refill.
Because he cannot do a Crystal Flash in his scenario because he needs at least 11 Power Bombs to do that, but his max is 10, so that's all we can get there.
Yep, and he sticks his nose up at the Slaughter's refill. Or maybe not.
Yep.
When asked why this was called the Slaughter's refill, Slaughter simply said it's because he likes to.
That's good enough for me.
And he's going to be checking Spazer now. We saw Dragondarch do the same save and reset the reserve area in that Alraedris. Mushroom! So that's mushroom and powder.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do a fetch quest?
Now, Attic will go a lot easier here for Dragondarch since he's got the screw attack, so...
Yeah, Attic with screw attack feels really good.
Feels almost as good as 3-ply toilet paper, folks.
Alraedris is actually going to head into Meridia, which I think that's a reasonable play.
Yeah,
High jump.
Yeah.
High jump, gravity, pretty easy to check everything here.
Yeah, a couple speed blocks they won't be able to do, but other than that, at least that one speed block's just a reserve, and then I can't see that one. Oh yeah, just blue rupee. But yeah, there's I think like 8 checks they can do. They got the sand pits. Yeah, this is not a bad play actually. But first, we get to see Mama Turtle. Dragondarch trying to get his wall jump off that. It's a little tricky. Okay, Mama Turtle's got some arrows and...
Wave beam? Nope, missiles.
Oh, Dragondarch got there really nice. And he's going to take the 20 rupee for his trouble. And there's his Pegasus boots. That would make a plethora of people happy. Now, yeah, so we got the top of the Meridia area. With grapple, you can get there real easy. And then also the other option is to do a gravity jump, which is a really nifty jump mechanic to do. And it's fairly easy to learn. It's one of the easier tricks in Super Metroid.
Yep, how you do a gravity jump. You turn off gravity suit. And then you jump. Do I have that right? You turn off gravity suit. Then I always mix up which was.
What is first is pause to go to your menu, and as you're jumping, as the screen is turning black, jump at the last second you can, and then unequip gravity, and then when you go back in, hold your jump, and you'll just float right up. That's the way I do it. It seems to work.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I do not think they know how to do that technique, which is fine. Bomb jumping gets you up there too. Bomb jumping is part of logic, so...
I think bomb jumping is probably a little more reliable than a gravity jump. Like, gravity is specific as to when you hit the start button to fade the screen out, so it can take a few tries.
It's actually got a pretty good window to it. You got several frames before you have to, when you're pausing until you jump until it turns black. And the later you do it, the higher you... It's got a pretty good hit window, but either way, it still worked. That's all that matters, is whatever technique works for you, and that's the best to do.
We're getting a watering hole check here as Dragondarch falls or follows in the footsteps of Alraedris and heads probably down red. There's X-ray.
X-ray. We got microwave.
That's really nice to find before Botspoon and Dragon, although you can't do Botspoon with HUD.
No, he can still do Bot. Oh yeah, he can't get to Bottoon unless he had speed or ice, or unless he had ice to do the ice flip.
And Dragondarch did indeed head down Red Tower, so he'll be getting his heart piece in whatever this room is. Indiana Jones? No, this isn't Indiana Jones. Mission Impossible? Nope, not Mission Impossible.
It's Half-Life 3. Tapscan.
It exists!
Yep, Half-Life 3 confirmed, folks. You heard it here. I mean, it's always good to commentate an important race, but if you have a chance to meme, take the chance to meme, folks. Always in life. Enjoy life. Okay, we're going to get our bomb and supers here in vanilla power bomb area. Looks like we're going to get a left sand pit check first.
It's worth pointing out that Shaq Tool is, I believe, in logic with their.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you can get up that hole with high jump. Yep. Okay, we got bombs and arrows and left sand pit. Now we get team right sand pit, which is my personal favorite. I like the right because it puts you closer to Shaq.
Yeah, and I would kind of expect to take the right sand pit into Shaq Tool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's not much else. He can't really do anything else up above. He cannot. So yeah, you would take. That's probably why he did the right last. Okay, that makes sense now. Because usually I do right then left, but in this scenario, yeah, you want to do right. Because you're going to take. You gotta check Shaq here. Oh, Dragondarch took a fall too.
I like to do left sand pit first because that's the one that I hate.
We have an E-tank and power bombs. Wow.
I'd probably grab both of those. You're here.
If Dragondarch will get this E-tank, I'm sure, with his health being low. Yep. Good call.
Says no to the power bombs on Alraedris' side.
Yeah, 15's enough.
And says no to Shaq Tool.
Ooh. Maybe they don't feel confident with the ability to do the high jump out of the sand. That's pretty much after you get rid of the block. I mean, it's a tricky jump. It's not easy.
I guess that's true without space jump. I'm actually not sure it's in logic.
Yeah, I cannot recall if that's logic or not, because it's like I said, it's very. You don't have to do any funky glitches to get up there. Funky glitches. That's what I said, folks. Now here's our spacer check. Now,
Dragondarch forgetting that he has plain old Morph wall bomb.
Yeah. Ooh, yep, there's the mushroom there. Now, will he do our checks down in Green's Brinstar and make his way up to Retro Brent? Nope. He just wanted to check that one item. Now, this is where Alraedris went to Meridia. Will Dragondarch do the same here? No, we're going to get some crate action. And I tell you what, in this scenario, with the way this seed has been, with all these E-tanks, I would do a hell run.
Yeah, I like the decision to not go to Meridia here. I don't like Meridia without the speed boost.
Yeah. Now, the other scenario, Alraedris is looking where they haven't been yet. Well, you know, you have Retro Brand, you got Billy May's room, you have, you know, they have not been to Pink Brinstar, and then you got the, you know, the fake floor E-Tank and all that down there. I forgot the name of that room too, but there's a lot of options yet here to take, and I think they're just trying to amass where they need to go.
And we'll see if Dragondarch gets the crate quick.
Yep. Or as somebody says, the Kraid taking Samus to the prom. But Dragondarch does know the quick kill, so. But with high jump, it's a little tougher to get. Well, we got some DLC, folks. Enjoy.
I like to think Kraid is just really lazy, and he starts the fight off like, I don't want to stand all the way up. I'm just going to kill you like this.
Yeah, he's... Either that, or we could have a small bathroom break, which is quite a possibility. You know, a couple hours in the seat. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I think at this point it definitely looks like a bathroom break from Alraedris. He hasn't forfeit or anything in the SRL channel, and so I assume he'll be back pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Hangry Canuck, which I love your commentary on Final Fantasy, by the way. Always happy to see you comment. But yes, you need to kill Mother Brain and Ganon. The order does not matter. Most of the time, folks will do Ganon than Mother Brain, just because it's easy to kill Ganon and save it, quit, and head over to Super Metroid.
And also, your end credits doesn't last as long if you do it that way. But yeah, if you kill Mother Brain first, then kill Link to the Past, and you want to see all your stats, you're going to have to sit through the whole ending of Link to the Past, which is very drawn out and long.
Alraedris heading on to do his Kraid.
Mm-hmm. And high jump. 20 rupees. Enjoy. You get nothing. Good day.
Nothing on high jump.
Nope.
I mean, really, this seed was so Link to the Past favored that there's really not a huge amount of good to be found in Super Metroid. I mean, really, you know, all things considered for Go mode, we're missing Varia, we're missing the bow, missing the hook shot. Yeah. And I think that's it that we're hard required.
Yep, that's what it's looking like for Go mode. And Flute, we don't know yet. You know, that just depends on where Varia is going to be. Now, I don't know why Dragondarch, you got boots now. Yeah, you have boots. Remember this.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely forgot that he got those Pegasus boots.
Yep, you got boots. Come on, hit the A button.
I've done that plenty.
There you go. I might have to give him hell about that later.
Is he gonna go into ice? No, he would be in the Dark World. Oh, he's going to Meridian.
Yep, taking the back door, and that sort. Oh yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can get to Dragon. That's actually smart.
I tell you what, if this has something, this is the play right here.
Yeah, this could be a really big advantage.
Yeah, I would not have done this yet. I mean, this isn't too bad to get over with bombs, thankfully. Yeah, I would not have thought about this route. But yeah, I like it.
Doesn't even check the Batsoon item, just says I'm out of here.
I bet you he'll check it on the way out. then and he'll probably take the sand pit down and then do the rest of Meridia that way if he doesn't find anything here. I bet you now if Dragon's got some bow action or something, we could this could be good. We got 2 items over here, one to the right and one after we beat the boss at Vanilla Space Jump. We got a little piece of heart there. And while this is going on, we have Alraedris leaving Kraid. Now, I think in this scenario, probably check your high jump item, go and link to the past, reset. Save, quit, reset, and go check out your Brinstar.
Yeah, that's seems like a smart move. I see Alraedris found Spazer somewhere.
Yeah, Spazer was at Kraid E-Tank.
Of course, a completely useless item with plasma.
Yeah.
Dragondarch, he's gonna try to get the Kraid quick fry.
Yep, we get some fried shrimp. Always good to fry. Oh, he's going to have to wait for it. And remember, frying fish is always good. Just never do it at work if you work in an office.
Or a pet store. If you work at a pet store, don't fry fish. Those aren't free.
I'm laughing harder than I should at that. But my sick, demented mind does. I think I'm just delirious after this seed. This seed...
That's fair.
Yeah. This is going to take us places mentally we have never been together. Or ever. Oh, we got our bombos.
Well, that's all of our medallions.
Yeah.
As Dory would say, fish are friend, not food. Or I guess that's the shark. I don't know that he ever says that, or that Dory ever says that.
I think
that was an excellent gravity jump right there.
I think Dory would just forget what Dory's saying.
That's probably fair.
Oh, I bet you we're going to get a... Yep, we'll get some bomb jumping here. This is what it shows you in the demo, by the way. This exact scenario. And those are really nice bomb jumps. What's worse is bomb jumping up here and finding nothing. Oh, a little premature on your power bomb there.
I was gonna say that's pretty not good feeling.
Yeah. So we got 3 bosses down for Dragondarch. Yeah, grabbing the E-Tank, still don't have Varia. Now we're going to check our Batoon E-Tank. And it's an E-Tank.
Is this even randomized?
Fred! Oh wait, wrong game. We do have for Zelda 1 randomizer since he made it. We always get him with that. You know where they haven't been yet? Bomb Teresa.
Yeah, and they'll actually have to fight Bomb Trees. So,
Yeah.
Elrad is trying to do some wall jumps here to get up into Gauntlet. The wall jumps are not in logic. They're not required. They're very tight. That said, it should be in logic with the bomb jump.
Yeah, Bomb Teresa has a special place in my heart. In the last tournament of this, I was in a race, and it was... I wasn't nearly as experienced as what I am now with this, and I forgot all about Bomb Teresa, and it had the Titansmith. And somebody decided to clip my camera reaction that wasn't shown on the restream on SpeedGaming, and it's my second most popular clip. But yeah, that place has I have another name for it that I can't say on this stream, but that spot right there can easily get you.
Because I'm tempted. I want to go look at your clip now.
I'll send it to you later. In fact, hold on while they're doing this segment.
So Alraedris is going to have a little bit harder time in Gauntlet than Dragondarch will have when he gets here. This is very easy with Screw. Ooh, for the Ice Beam.
Ooh, Ice Beam is nice.
Adds a little bit more damage to your beam.
Yeah, that makes killing the Metroids a lot easier.
And makes your microwave a little bit more microwave.
Yeah, it's in your Discord. Check it when you get time later.
We'll check it after this match. I'm excited to see this. Wow, that is the worst gauntlet that I have ever seen.
What was up there? I was
Just two big rupees, 20 and 20.
Woohoo! Yep, and a bloomerang. Yep. So Alraedris will be a little disappointed, but happy at the same time. He will not, unless he finds it going south. And also, we haven't checked. Where I forgot the name of the room, but where everybody does their first mock ball to get the power bombs in vanilla. We have not seen the items in those rooms either. So, and down below here, so this could end up really good.
That's the I believe it's the Brinstar Reserve.
Yep. And did we get our mock ball? Nailed it. Shovel.
Shovel.
Piece of heart. And reserve tank, almost Fred-like. Revert on, almost right there at vanilla. Yep. And let's see what's at the supers. Ten sticks.
Distinctly not super arrows. I was kind of hoping for silvers, so it'd be like vanilla.
So, what do you think our next progression is going to be? You think it's going to be bow, hookshot, or Varia?
That's an excellent question. I'm almost gonna say that the next progression is gonna be an ice palace, and it's gonna be like.
Okay. Ooh. Nice wall jump there.
That was an excellent wall jump on Alraedris' side.
Yep. It's hard to react to that. I mean, the wall jump window is pretty big in this game, but it's hard to react to that right there as quick as they did. That was impressive. I'm so glad I'm calling this seed now. I'm loving this.
Yeah, this is from a commentary standpoint. This has been great.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to play this garbage, but I'm so glad they are.
Dragondarch is gonna go and check Shack Tool, maybe, or he's gonna go up to Plasma Beam. He's going up to Plasma.
He'll check Shack on the way out.
And Alraedris finds the single arrow of destiny.
Yep.
We can kill Ganon now.
Yep, with the single arrow. In Zelda 1, you can kill him with one arrow, but this one, no. He takes 4.
I like to think Link's just a really bad shot, and like the first 3 arrows are just in Ganon's.
Okay. Okay, I dig that. I dig that. And then Ganon got smarter as the series progressed. Silver he wasn't weak to. He was weak to light arrows.
Yeah, the only Zelda I've played, I played the Game Boy one, and I played Wind Waker when it came out for the Wii U, and I've really tried to get into Breath of the Wild, but I just can't get into Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is an interesting game. It's you either love it or hate it. There's no medium with it. Okay, Dragondarch. He did not find much at Shack.
Plasma.
I mean, not Shack, Plasma. But he should be going to Shack here shortly.
Yeah, I feel like the fact he hasn't reset is that he's gonna.
Varia at vanilla charge.
Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah, and that might take Dragondarch a while to get back to those pink Bryn checks because He's already been.
Yep. One more pixel. There you go. Nope. There it is. No. I don't think they're running far enough to the left.
I use the plant that's a little bit more to the right, that wire one that kind of zigzags. Is my
Huh. That one should have... Okay. There you go. Yep. They didn't scroll the screen far enough to get it to work. The first time. And the third time.
And that little trick right there, for anyone who's watching and doesn't know, that is why you never see spore spawn, because that completely negates the need.
I had a seed once, though. I kid you not. Morph ball was at spore spawn.
I didn't think that was possible.
Yes. I saw it. It was on one of the earlier versions. But yes, that did happen.
Man, that's kind of cool, actually, because I mean, you know, I don't want to see spore spawn all the time, but I do get to see. And I would assume Alraedris is going to double back here and go into Retro Brin, yeah.
Yep. But I have been enjoying the other tournament on SpeedGaming going on right now. Besides this one, there's a Super Metroid multi-category tournament, and they did some all bosses runs the other day, and we got to see our buddy Spoo for a little bit. So, which is the last boss, you beat him with one plasma shot, then you bail. So he's on screen for maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, the first time I saw that in that tournament, I was like, wait, but they didn't even go out the right door.
Don't have to. Yep, now we get our Billy Mays check coming up here in a moment. And why is it called the Billy Mays room?
Because there's one item, but wait, there's more.
Yes. Yeah. There's our Ice Beam there at Gauntlet. Dragondarch's about to find out his disappointing back end of Gauntlet with the awesome rupees that he's about to see. He will be so ecstatic over this. Blue Tunic. That could have been useful.
Yeah, that's rough. Locked behind turtle.
But I definitely give Alraedris props for sticking out and going through it. I mean, that's still, for what they had equipped, that was impressive, really. 6 hearts, fighter sword. A lot of people would be like, hell no. Power bomb and heart.
So really, Retro Brin. I mean, I guess Blue Mail's nice.
It is. So, Norfair's to play. Well, now Dragondarch is going to be finding out his he'll be finding his thing soon to let him know.
I'm curious, do you think either of these runners has a lead?
Okay. Since they have I'm going to say Dragondarch with a slight lead, and the reason is he has done Desert and Alraedris has not.
Yeah, I think that I agree with you there. Dragondarch also has Dragon.
Yep, Dragon.
And I mean, he's got the knowledge that, I mean, he did Left Side Swamp, so when he goes back to Swamp, he just needs to do the boss.
There's your tempered. Yeah, but no, yeah, I definitely think Dragondarch it's a slight advantage. It's not by much because, you know, Alraedris does have the Varia, but Dragondarch's going to be getting that soon because, you know, he's going to be making those checks. Now, what Dragondarch will also do, he will check Wavegate. He knows with high jump, and he also can do it with no high jump as well, but he will do the gate glitch on that. So we will get that extra check while we're here. I'm almost sure of it. So I see Alraedris probably going back to Link to the Past here shortly. And then going to Death Mountain, and then going into Norfair. That would be the logical play in this scenario. And also, Dragondarch having Screw Attack is handy as well. They're still forgetting Bomb Trees, though.
Yeah, you don't think about have I done bomb trees though at 2 hours into the seed? It's possible he might be saving and then going back so he can just reset out.
Yeah. Now, if there's a bow of Bomb Trees, though, that would be a thing right there. Because I don't see Dragondarch going back there for a while after he gets Varia.
Alraedris did take the save, so yeah, so I bet he's gonna go back to bomb trees though.
Yeah, smart move if you have to fight him. Yep. Here's your Varia, Dragondarch. Maybe happy. So happy is jumping for joy and flashing green.
Yeah, that's I believe that's Super Metroid Go mode.
Yep.
Speed booster would be nice, but you don't need it.
Piece of heart.
Oh, come on, reset out of this. You don't need to fight this guy. Although I suppose charge blast, but I assume as well.
Yeah, I think it is. That's 2 hit, yeah.
Thanks for all the health, Bomb Trees, though.
Yep. Good old health bomb there, and here comes our gate glitch from Dragondarch. Now, this is out of logic, so this would open up if he got wave. But nails it first try, and so if wave beam was blocking something, this is huge. And it's just a piece of art.
That said, you're still gonna grab it because I think they're still there. I don't even think they're on the second raw heart.
No, they're not yet. Yep. So the only Brinstar check they cannot do is Waterway at the moment. And yep,
looks like Alraedris is gonna head towards desert.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get him his flippers, which we know doesn't unlock anything except for Screw Attack. Which at this point, I think Screw Attack's still probably worth the time of doing left side swamp. Although I think that is fast becoming a not. The less the Super Metroid you have to do, the less valuable Screw Attack becomes.
Mm-hmm. Dragondarch about to get his row of disappointment. But see here now, Norfair is accessible. The only parts of Norfair that is not within logic bounds, of course, is Crocomire and Lower Norfair. But they can get there if they really wanted to. Oh, we get to see what the other item is in Desert since Alraedris has Pegasus boots.
Yeah, this could be another thing that swings things back in Alraedris' favor, because again, Dragondarch probably not going to check this for a long time. So we'll see if it's anything valuable.
Yep. I can't remember if the boss had the item or not, though.
So there was a question about why he's going this way to do desert instead of going through the dark world. I don't believe that the Dark World is in logic because without space jump or speed booster, I don't think getting through the lava dive room is in logic.
Well, what's in logic? You can bomb jump it, but I don't believe that's in logic. Space jump would put that into logic. The lava dive, I believe, on normal settings, which we're playing on, is not in logic. They don't expect you to be able to go up that without space jump. But you can do the high jump, gravity strat to do it. But it's difficult. But I don't know. I don't know if Alraedris knows how to do it, and I'm pretty sure Dragondarch knows how. But yeah, that is not in logic. So the only way, and they don't have a flute, so there's no other way to visit this area at this time.
Just a rupee in the Saf Shoopers.
Yep, not worth. Yeah, it's good knowledge to know.
Yeah, it's a location that can get orphaned extremely easily and can sit there on your tracker saying, hey, I might have that progression.
Now, I think Dragon will probably knock out Bomb Teresa on his way back to the ship to do a quick save.
Yeah, I would expect him then to head to Norfair. I mean, there's a lot of checks in Bubble Mountain and Kraken.
Yeah. But to be honest, they really have not found that much on their venture into Super Metroid, other than the few things in Wreck Ship.
We found fetch quests and gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, the other item was at the boss right here. So yeah, they didn't. The right side didn't matter. I forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, Dragondarch still with the slight advantage, especially I say whoever gets through Norfair first, and that will give an advantage as well. But remember, Dragondarch does not have to return to Meridia. He's got that done.
Yeah, this is a good time as we kind of tread ground that we've already seen. To remind you guys to please give both of these runners a follow. They're doing a great job, and this is a super exciting race, and I'm sure they would appreciate having the follows on their Twitch profile. I know it makes me smile when I see that somebody followed me, and I'm sure that does the same for them. So please take a minute to click over their channels and hit that follow button, as we just have 10 more stakes in the Bonk Rocks. This has been a very stick-heavy season.
Now, I don't think King's Tomb has been checked either, since they just got Pegasus a little bit ago.
I believe you're correct, yeah. I don't think we've seen King's Tomb, and it looks like we're going to see it right now. I'm glad that he didn't. I was worried he was going to save and quit.
Yep, and here goes our Norfair play. See who's... Ooh!
Lots of big fun.
Oh!
So that is the hook shot in King's Tomb.
Yeah, that swamp is completable now. All of Ice is easier. And then with that also, that gives you a hook shot cave at the Death Mountain. But I don't see that being checked for a while since Turtle Rock's already been done.
Also going to check the mushroom mollies here. That's good routing.
Mm-hmm.
So that just means we're looking for a bow for go mode.
Yep. Yep. That's the only thing it could be. And space jump or flute. For minor access.
I'm just thinking that I feel like if that's what's blocking you, you're gonna just do a bomb jump or something to get through the entrance to Lower Norfair.
Yeah, it's hard. That bomb jump's a little tricky because you got those heads shooting at you, but it's possible.
Well, apparently Dragondarch is going to show us what his chosen method is, whether it looks like a gravity jump. Don't turn Vari off, you'll cook yourself.
Oh.
Wow, that was so close.
Yeah, it's very, very tricky with I mean, you gotta be almost frame perfect on doing this one with high jump. That looks good. Yep. Okay. Well, now we get our first look into Ice Palace. I think he forgot. Oh, he's going to go take care of his hobo under the bridge, I think.
Yep, and that's good because we don't know that Quake may be required.
Yep.
We'll probably get that checked on Dragondarch's side and not too distant of a future.
Mm-hmm. Now, for Dragondarch not having space jump, if he wants to check what's at Golden Chorizo, he's going to have to do the gate glitch because he cannot activate the statue without space jump equipped, I believe. And I think he's just going for it.
That's a very interesting decision.
Yeah, I would check. Oh, I bet you I know what he's going to do. He's going to lava dive out and go back, and if with his health, and he's going to be checking Meyer on his way out. Yeah, but I think we're going to get our hookshot cave play here. That surprises me. I was not expecting anybody to return back here anytime soon since Turtle Rock was completed.
No, I think these are both very strange routing decisions. I don't like. I mean, there's just not really a great way to get back from where he's from Ridley to GT. Like, there's not a better time to check Golden Chorizo than going through the Great Glitch now.
Yeah, because then he could have done that, went and took care of Meyer, and then after he done all those checks, and after he left there, he could have done all this and do the whole loop in Norfair in one swoop.
Yeah, and looped up to Bubble Mountain. Yeah, so find this very interesting. I mean, if he finds the bow, it's better. He's still got to have a way to get over to Meyer, though.
Okay, we got bombs in Hookshot Cave for one. Next chest. We got the flute. We got the bow.
Wow.
That is that's technically go mode.
Another space jump.
Well, with flute, they don't need the space jump. They can bomb jump through lower Norfair.
So at 2 minutes and 30, or 2 minutes, 2 hours and 30 seconds.
Well, wait a minute. They do not have bombos. If Meyer is bombos, that changes everything.
And I forget where Bombos was.
I don't bloody remember. It's been too long. That was a huge hookshot cave. Oh my. Yeah, I would not have made that play that early. I really wouldn't have with the swamp being open and ice. Yeah.
No, I'm with you there. Swamp's full completable, 6 chests. It's a crystal. That was a huge gamble, and I mean, I feel like that gives Alraedris a pretty big advantage, considering what Dragondarch decided to.
And I hope everybody saluted for the national anthem of Hyrule while it was being played. I know I did.
I'm sorry, I talked over it.
It's okay. We got another shot at, hopefully. Yeah, this is a really quick super missile fight that I love with the supers. I don't think Alraedris realizes they're in go mode or no mode. I didn't see the pin. I didn't see the medallion yet.
I didn't catch it either.
We'll see it on the way out here. If it's bombos, that changes everything. He's going to make us wait to the last second.
Well, either.
It's either. Yep, that's go mode.
He may not realize that he's in go mode because he has forgotten he can backdoor
Into Meridia.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know the logic. It's possible without space jump that Dragon or speed booster that Dragon is not actually in. Because I'm not sure you can get out of that room.
Well, you can get out with high jump. I mean, you don't need to. You can just do a running high jump and get out.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Or bomb jumps. So that would still.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Yeah, so that should be in logic.
Yep. So my question is Alraedris comfortable enough doing lower Norfair without space jump?
Well, he better be, because space jump is in lower Norfair. So I could also see him looking for silvers, depending on how comfortable you are.
Yeah, this seed I'm doing. I would have done exactly what Dragondarch would have done. Took that lower Norfair bait. I wouldn't have thought of King's Tomb yet. I wouldn't have thought about going back to ALTTP at all.
No, there's so much in ALTTP at this point that I would have bet on it. It has to be in Super Metroid.
Where was Space Jump at, Ridley?
Power Bomb's a shame.
Oh, okay. I did not catch that.
It happened at the same time that Alraedris was in Hookshot Cave.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's butter.
I would suspect he's not going to pick that up, but I can see him breaking it.
In this scenario, yes, because of how much Link to the Past is left. I would definitely get it. If I only had Ganon's Tower left. Actually, it does help out with Ganon's Tower a bit. It's really not that bad of a play.
Well, and also without silvers, I guess butter is a pretty big time save over time.
Mm-hmm.
Puts you from, I think, down to 6 spins from 12.
I think. But yeah, I mean, for the time it takes to get that, it's probably about the same to kill Ganon. Well, no, it's hard to tell. It depends on your Super Metroid movement if it's faster or not. But either way, Butter Sword, good find. So yeah, if Alraedris is looking, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so from Dragondarch's side, with the required items, both of them being in hookshot, that's, I think, kind of a best case scenario for him, because I think he'll check hookshot much quicker than he's gonna go back down to GT and check Golden Trezo and the Myra area.
Just depends how quick he does the King's Tomb check. That's where it was, so he just needs to realize that's a check now and get to it, and then if he's going to make that play, but he's going to do all the Norfair while he's here.
Yeah, I would expect he'll finish off Bubble Mountain and then finish off. I would not be surprised to see a Croc.
I don't think in this scenario he would go to Croc, because with what few items he has left that he needs, for Croc to have, he'd be breaking logic to go to Croc, and just the chances of that, I think it'd be slim for Croc to have anything.
Well, I guess that's the point. You do need Speed Booster to get to Croc.
Yeah, or Wave. Oh, Alraedris recognizes her in go mode. They did not go after the big chest. Got the big key. Okay.
Hookshot was in King's Tomb.
Yep. Yep. And both bow and flute was in Hookshot Cave. Oh, there's Vanilla Speed Boost. Well, that might change things for Dragondarch. He might go back and check Waterway.
Yeah, now I would be surprised to not see him check Croc.
Yeah, and Croc. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said Waterway, but yeah, he's going to Croc now.
Well, I think that, there's a good chance he does go and check Waterway. I think that's also a very good.
Oh, there's Kate. but he knows nothing's cape blocked.
Yeah, now he can get the sticks that are on the bumper ledge.
Mm-hmm. Nothing at Norfair Reserve.
Alraedris about to take on Vitreous. He does have a bow and plenty of arrows, so it shouldn't be too tricky. I really feel like Bombos or like either should be useful on Vitreous, but that's just...
Yeah, we're gonna get our ice and croc check now. Yep, and got one last shot in. So we get I think it's 8 arrows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
It's no, it's 7. I'm pretty sure it's 7.
Oh. Yeah, last one didn't hit, stuck in the wall. Well, I'm from West Virginia. I can miscount things and get away with it, so it's 8. Daggone it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can't argue with that. We see Dragondarch is heading for Crumpled Tower, and I assume we'll head to Croc after.
Yep. Hold right when going in this room, folks. You'll thank me later for it.
And Alraedris heading to Swamp now, I would think.
Yep, probably going to do... I bet you they're going to clear out all the Link to the Past before they go back to Super Metroid.
Yeah, I could see him even doing GT. Although I think you can make an argument that you shouldn't do GT until you're done with all the Super Metroid bosses. Because you might find something like the gold sword that makes your life easier.
Hi, Croc.
Bye, Croc.
Oh yeah, we get some shenanigans here with the grapple. I love grapple shenanigans. Another fun fact with Crocomire. Oh, there's our wave. Oh yeah, so yeah, speed boost block Croc led to wave. Wow. But another fun fact with Croc, if you're really bored against him one day, lay a power bomb. You ever done that one?
No, what does that do?
Oh, just try it. You'll naps can. He doesn't like power bombs very well. Instead of going back, he will come out of his like after you shoot him with plasma, he will start charging you again. Then you got him with another plasma shot. Yep.
Yeah, and we can definitely confirm here that Alraedris is in go mode. He is not checking even the easiest chest.
Nope. Seeing what he has, knowing he can just bomb jump through lower Norfair. Well, he's only got bomb jump through one room, really. The other one, he'll be able to do, the high jump up in the worst room of the game. But to get out of the initial room, it's a little difficult to do that high jump from entering from Misery Mire.
Yeah, that's a really unfriendly place for space jump to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Dragondarch breaking that logic helped him out, but what this came down to was just one check over another, and those one-off checks can change the pace of the race, and that's what's happened here.
Yeah, I mean, luck plays a huge role. I mean, if it had just been the flute or the bow, I think that this would still be an extremely close race. But with it being both of the required items in Hookshot Cave, that makes it much, it's so much more difficult for Dragondarch to get back into.
Mm-hmm. Now, Dragondarch is okay. I bet you now, since he has space, he's going to make his visit into Mire now through GT. Yep, that's what he's going to do. That's not a bad play.
Nope, that's a pretty good play.
Yeah.
Alraedris on Link to the Past Fantoon.
I never even realized that until you just said that. I will never unsee that.
It's Fantoon's second cousin.
Twice removed.
Very well done fight from Alraedris.
Argus is down.
And this statue that Dragondarch is about to get into will lower the acid. He only does that if you have space jump, otherwise he wants nothing to do with.
Yeah, so now we have a Palace of Darkness play left. I hope they have not mismarked their tracker. No, backdoor to Meridia, okay.
No, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
I was thinking, are they going to ice? Because ice is a pendant here.
Yeah, I thought they might be going over to the ledge that you can get out of the water by Palace of Darkness, but no, going to you're right with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so okay, they realize the Meridia play. I still think the lower Norfair stuff is going to be the most difficult part of this for Alraedris, but this section won't be nothing at all. This is a quick in and out visit. Oh, nice clips there. Yeah, Dragondarch about to make his way into Misery Mire. I bet you he's thinking, wow, this is the logic I had to do.
Yeah, I would be thinking, where the heck is space jump? Where have I missed it? Because I have to have missed it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Alraedris will get it on the way out, I'm sure. Powerball and Shame's a quick check. It doesn't hurt to check that, whether you're in go mode or not, because, silvers could be there or something.
Yeah, that's definitely going to get checked, and I would also expect him to get the gold sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
At this point, it seems likely that silvers are in Ganon's tower, but we'll see what Ganon tells.
Yeah, that's a good possibility. Or it could, it could be also one of those off checks they haven't done yet in Super Metroid. Because Link to the Past has almost been full cleared. Except for Mire. It could have been a Mire too, that's the thing. But I mean, all the overworld checks have been cleared.
Well, I would assume Dragondarch is going to do a full clear of Mire, so we should find out whether it's here.
Yep.
Alraedris setting up to do the microwave on Fantoon.
Mm-hmm.
When microwaving Fantoon, first, never microwave shrimp because you. But second, make sure you're crouching because Samus will stand up when Dragon is dead.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep, that's how you can tell you've microwaved them enough.
Oh. I learned something. That's another wrinkle in my brain today. You have taught me so much. Thank you, Grasshopper, Sensei.
You're welcome.
Soon the student shall become the teacher.
I learned that from watching these races.
Oh, there's our bombos, but you don't need it, and you know that now. Yep. So yep. Like I said, the high jump isn't too bad if you do a running high jump, even without speed. You want to do it from the other side. But I think we're going to see bomb jumps get out.
And welcome to Speed Gaming 2, coming in with 121 folks. You're watching, you're joining a Super Metroid Link to the Past combo randomizer tournament match. This is a Group E match between Alraedris and Dragondarch. As you can see, we're nearing the 3-hour mark. Alraedris is in go mode. Dragondarch needs to get to King's Tomb to get the hookshot, so he can go to Hookshot Cave and get the bow and the flute. Although he doesn't need the flute, but he does need the bow. So we've had a very exciting, this has been a really back and forth match, really. The lead has been, it's been close, and it's been whoever, the lead I would say has shifted a few times. Right now, I think that we both agree that Alraedris has the lead in progression.
Yeah, I would definitely confirm that. I don't think it's as big as a lead as what it looks like. And the only reason I'm saying that is, yes, there's a go mode advantage, not having to check things. But for what we have seen on an execution level, there's been issues with, like I said, the movement has been a little crisper on the Super Metroid side, and we still have Norfair to go. On Dragondarch's side, he's had a little better movement in there, so that's the advantage that might play out here. But Alraedris' Link to the Past play was gutsy early on, and it worked out well.
Yeah, the longer that Alraedris is in go mode and Dragondarch isn't, the more I think this is going to slip away from Dragondarch. We'll see how long it takes Alraedris here to get through Lower North.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But first we're going to see Pod. And Pod's just a quick in and out. And he's done everything else.
I'm not sure that I think I would have liked to see. I guess you're hoping that space jump is in the way so that you can get through worst room in the game in easier method. Although Alraedris has shown us that he's very proficient with bomb jumps, so I think I kind of would have preferred to go ahead and finish out Lower North.
Yeah, that's probably the play I would have went with too, just to knock it out, and then I would have lava dived back out through Lower Norfair that way, and then possibly went back to Link to the Past through Mire, and then use Mirror to get back here, finish out this, then go back and kill Mother Brain after. But we got one dungeon left here and one Super Metroid boss. Dragondarch has he will have 2 crystals left, but Swamp's a guaranteed go mode at this point. He just doesn't know it yet, even though he already did everything. But Swamp is a guaranteed go mode dungeon, and Pod will be too. But everything's already been done in those. Well, Pod wouldn't be go mode because that's where the King of Samaria was. But I mean, they don't have to look for anything in these 2 dungeons.
Nope, I found Alraedris. It's interesting to me that he's doing the Bowlock side of Pod. I guess he's probably still hoping to find Silver.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Silver or Space Jump.
I mean, this isn't too far out of the way. It's not much. It's maybe a few seconds slower than going a different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but nope, he has his key, and is going for the boss now.
Oh, actually, that makes sense. He needed a key so he had to go there.
Oh, yes, good call there. And we get some awesome cape strats on Dragondarch's side, and with Butter Sword, this poor Viddy just does not last long at all.
So Link to the Past is bad at doing multiple things at a time, so on Vitreous with the cape, you can use the cape, and as long as you are really quick on spamming your sword swings, the game will forget to drain your drain your magic. And half magic was in the Ridley statue room in Brinstar and Norfair, if I remember correctly.
Yes. And I apologize for that squeaky noise from my chair. It is an old chair. It happens.
After these seeds, I feel like everybody's a little creaky.
Many things are coming to mind. Creaky is not one of them at this moment. Okay, I think Dragondarch will be. I think he's checking his two bonk checks up here. He's going to be getting his hook shot soon.
Yeah, the question is, do you think he goes? I think he finishes Swamp, which is not going to be that big of a top. I don't know that you immediately go, oh, I got hookshot, I'm going to run up to Hookshot Cave.
I think since he's already dipped Swamp, he will go there. Yeah, I think he will. I was wrong. He's going to Swamp.
And I see the SpeedGaming bot is let us know that Maniacal versus Ye Old Fart Gamer has started on SpeedGaming Prime. I hope that you choose to finish watching the rest of this race with us before you hop over there. But
yeah, this one's been an entertaining seed. You all want to see how this plays out, trust me, because I definitely do too.
Guys, I mean, it's also, for the folks on SpeedGaming that are joining us, it's worth noting that we did not find the Morph Ball until 1:30 something.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, Morph Ball was Pyramid Fairy, which required Turtle Rock. Okay, are we going to Ganon's Tower first? No, okay. He is going to go and take care of Laura Norfair now. While Dragondarch does his dip in the swamp now, the disadvantage here, Dragondarch has done the left-hand side, but he's still going to do all the other checks.
Yeah, so it will be slightly slower. Not a huge amount of time, but...
Now, if you're looking for speed, you don't want to go left. You know it's not going to be in there. Okay, good. You're going to have to reset the room, I believe. Ooh, that was close. I don't think you can get that jump.
I was gonna say I don't think you can do that.
Nope. A little more to the left there. You're going to bonk the wall on your way up. I don't think that's the right line. Oh, we're going to see some diver down action on Dragondarch's side.
Diver down, one of the newly discovered tricks that lets you walk on water.
Yep, and he nails it.
Throws that pot in frustration. Yeah, this is a little dicey at the top of this bomb jump here.
Yeah,
he gets the boards out of it.
There you go. That's the right line. A good eyeball tool is you see the column just to the right, the column in the background. You want to be on the left side of it. That's your eyeball spot for this. And then if you're doing it from the other side, you want to be on line with the column. Oh. Yep. This is definitely what's required.
I will say that I do believe that the background music, like the drum beat of the Laura Norfair song, is timed exactly right so that you can infinite bomb jump to it. So that's something you can use to help teach yourself when to plant them.
Oh, wow. I'm completely tone deaf and musically deaf when it comes to describing notes or rhythms, so I would never notice that.
Yeah, I think it's like the da da Da, da. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is also nerve-wracking because when you're looking at about the 3-hour mark and you have not seen your opponent finish yet, you know, your heart gets racing a little bit because, you know, a lot of people can do these seeds around 3 hours. So, you know, it's something he's got to look out for. And that's what I'm thinking at this point. But on this seed, I'm not thinking 3 hours on this. A lot of people's not going to do this seed in 3 hours. Even I'll see, yeah, you're good, but this is a tough one to route. This would be tough. Now, I wonder how long it's going to take Dragondarch to get to Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, I was curious what he was doing. I see he was going for the shovel, which was nothing, as we know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can't help but wonder if there's some nerves on Alraedris' side here. He's got to feel like, okay, my opponent hasn't done, and I'm getting pretty close.
Yeah, I'm almost sure that's what this is. We're going to see her powder bat check. We already know it's garbage because it could be silvers actually. This would be a hell of a place to put silver arrows. Come on. Let's all give our energy in chat to Alraedris to get this bomb jump. Everybody send in your energy. Spam those emotes. Mushroom check for Dragondarch. Oh, come on. You got this. Okay, let's see if...
This is one of those cases where, depending on how you, whether you're using visual cues or not, like, I could see, like, just shutting your eyes and being like, okay, I'm just gonna focus and kind of zen this out.
See, I use a visual cue. When Samus goes down, back down to the bomb, that's when I hit the button again. I think we're going to get our hookshot cave check.
Yeah, and this is valuable time that Alraedris doesn't have to give. The longer this takes, the more Dragondarch is back in.
See, I think what I would have done on this routing, though, with this scenario, I would have taken care of Pod first and then possibly knocked out, and then I made my way to Ganon's tower and then checked Hookshot Cave on the way. Oh wait, you couldn't do Pod.
You can't. Yeah, you gotta get the bow out of Hookshot Cave to do.
Yeah. Okay, that's. I'm 39 years old. I'm allowed these brain farts.
Oh wow, really? I'm also 39.
Hey, there we go. Yep, we're both 39. There we go. He got through. Well done. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Dragondarch about to be thoroughly angry and happy at the same time. If there's a way to feel happy and mad at the same time, this is it.
Well, no rage slashes. I would have definitely put quite a few slashes into those jets. I would have rage slashed the flute and then rage slashed even more when it was the.
Yeah. Yep. So now, probably gonna take out these space pirates. It's a good decision. Now this he can wall jump up. He does not have to bomb jump it.
I think the easiest thing would be to ice the pirates and jump off the pirates. Because he should have Ice Beam, he just has it turned off.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they realize they can wall jump up.
It is a pretty tight wall jump, so if you're... I can understand doing the bomb jump if you feel like you can get the bomb jump in a couple of tries, but I also think that Alraedris might be on a little bit of tilt right now.
Yes, I can relate to that. Yeah, he should get up on that left-hand platform a little more slightly or to give himself some more wiggle room, because on that last shot, when he bomb jumps up above, he's going to get hit by this beam. Yep.
Oh, I think he actually just had it though. If he hadn't moved, I think he would have been okay.
Yeah. And I think Dragondarch has overtaken the lead in this point.
I was just thinking that, and I was just going to say that I think Dragondarch has taken.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news for Alraedris is if he does end up losing and watch this back, is it's not like he missed space jump somewhere obvious, and this was all just a waste of time that he shouldn't have been doing. I mean, this is what you got. I mean, this has really been one of the rudest SMZ3 seeds I've ever.
This is definitely the rudest one I've ever commentated. Yeah, get up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're on the right spot now. Yeah, but I'll tell you what. The commentary has been very pleasant, and I couldn't think of somebody else better to call this race with. So this has been a blast.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've had a really good time commentating with you.
Yeah.
So to the folks out in the internet land, please feel free to give my co-com a follow, and I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Razor Flame Kun, who has been tracking on most of the races I've gotten through serious coincidence, but Razor has done an amazing job yet again tonight, so please feel free to give him a shout out and a follow. He's an awesome guy.
Yep, and also give Elnor a follow too. Follow everybody. Anytime you see somebody on SpeedGaming, they're racing, they play, they stream often, follow them. Anybody that's commentating, follow them. Follow, follow, follow. It takes literally a couple seconds to click that button. That's all it takes. Got it? Okay. Now, Dragondarch has all his crystals. He's going to be handing against Tower. Now, isn't there like a little game they do for this, for the big key in Ganon's Tower?
So there is. Get your guesses in chat. 1 to 22.
Yes.
That's the number of places that the big key can be in Ganon's Tower.
Uh-oh.
As we see Alraedris taking a lava bath, which is a little bit frightening.
Oh no. Let's hang tight on the guessing game. Dragondarch might be going to take care of Ridley first. I mean, Mother Brain first.
Which is an interesting choice.
Yeah. Please save it here. Please save it here. Please. Please. Okay.
The bot is not active for this tournament.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, you can guess, but you will. All you win is you win the chat if you guess correct.
Mm-hmm. So I guess go and get your guesses in still.
I like the 7/8 to the end power guess. That's a very solid guess.
I'm going with Okay, here's all of my guesses for this. I'm going to go with 21 just because how the seed has been. I'm also guessing about 30 bonks with the boots, and well over 250 item collected from each runner.
I'm gonna guess. I always guess chest 23.
23.
I have seen 23 win. It was a long time ago, but
I thought there was only 22.
Yeah, if I remember, the big key was in like the first chest, but they needed another sword or something, so they opened the big key and then like reset and did the rest of the chests, and then went and got the big key again. It happened in I want to say it was the 2018 Link to the Past tournament.
Oh wow!
So ever since then, I've just guessed 23 because it can win, and I don't really care about winning, but I do want to win in style if I'm gonna.
Now, I hope you farmed some health, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I really... One energy tank Ridley is would be an interesting...
No, very few people would have without the full beam stuff equipped, would not take on Ridley with less than, 3 tanks. I think even myself with charged plasma and the whole shebang, I'm not doing it with less than 5.
Yeah, I'm curious how far up he's gonna go. I mean, me personally, I would probably refill all my energy, but I also don't think that I would be in the race at 3 hours where he...
Okay, Dragondarch. A good alternative to not doing baby skip, if you're not familiar with it, is actually taking off your suit so you take more damage quicker. I mean, it's a really good strat.
Yep, does save quite a bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know Dragondarch does stand-up glitch, and he only goes for Zeb skip one time, and if he fails it, he just missiles away. And since he's got charge, it's not an issue.
The power bombing of the netting was an interesting decision.
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
No, it did actually get rid of most of the whatever this stuff is. I call it. But I feel like that can't possibly be faster than just shooting it.
Ridley is almost down. A couple more supers. That should do it. Let Ridley catch you. Let Ridley catch you. Come on. Let Ridley grab you. Ridley is dead.
Well, Ridley might fall apart.
There you go. Yep.
And Dragondarch doesn't bother and either doesn't know or isn't bothering doing the Zeb skip, which the amount of ammo and beams he has, I don't blame.
I think he knows it, but if he just has the missiles, he just opts to just blast through it. Ever since I learned Zeb skip, every time I play one of these seeds, I never have... I can't do it with charge. I only can do it with the wave and ice combo, and I'm always missing wave. I'm like, come on, I learned how to do it, I don't even get to do it, daggone it.
I practiced it a while ago and learned it, but I have since forgotten how to do it. And considering the amount of ammo you tend to have in this game, I just don't really...
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than just doing plain Super Metroid Randomizer. I mean, it's still a good skill to learn for that, or vanilla, obviously, but he's also going for the 60 super missile strat. He had plenty. And we will see if he goes for the stand-up glitch. Stand-up glitch, it's a way you can attack Mother Brain a little into the phase, but you need 70 tanks. He is going to unequip Varia. You don't have to untick Gravity, I believe, but it doesn't hurt. So he's going to take this Rainbow Beam to the face. And then he will, I think, he just unequips, and it's set up. Yep, take a little bonk. Now, he's going to start a jumpy animation here. You can well, I don't think you have to jump, do you? No.
I have no idea how to do stand-up.
Yeah, well, he didn't have to jump. I know most people jump, but you can soft lock in this if you're not careful. When Mother Brain's attacking the baby Metroid, if it goes above her head and it doesn't come back down onto Samus, or it gets stuck in the body, you can actually soft lock this. It's not that risky, but it can happen. So you better know what you're doing.
It's not, as far as I'm aware, it's not actually a soft lock. It's more just a lock of it makes the game take 15 minutes to do something that should take 2 seconds. So
there's that. There's that too. That's another thing.
Oh, that's something completely different. Okay.
Yep.
So Alraedris did not check the Spring Ball Maze item, so he will not be getting the Butter Sword.
Yeah. So this is where you have to be careful. Okay. Now you can do some funky things here with Samus the Sprite, shooting at the wrong time. He backs off in time, and there's your funky glitch. And let's see how fast Mother Brain 3 goes down. Yep. Now we get a little escape sequence. I seriously doubt we'll be seeing some save the animal shenanigans, being this is a race.
I don't believe you can save the animals.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's doing Metroid first. You cannot.
So, I mean, I guess he's actually saving the animals because the planet's just not going to explode.
You know what? I'll go with that. The planet never explodes. Yep. And therefore, Metroid Fusion was able to be made. Dragon's got speed, so it's going to make his escape a lot easier than... did we see... No, Alraedris did never go up to regular Norfair.
Yeah, this is his... He skipped all the checks. As soon as he got Space Jump, he said he's... And I'm going to give a shout out to Opno Point in chat, who says it's his or her birthday. Happy birthday, person.
Happy birthday, Feliz Cumpleaños, and that's the only 2 languages I know happy birthday in, so you're welcome.
Thanks for spending it with us. And then I'm going to plug our runners one more time here. Please follow Alraedris and Dragondarch. They've put together a really solid race, and the lead has been swapping back and forth. It's been super exciting to watch. And also, please check out their rank1.global profiles, which are shown underneath their names. Rank 1 is our sponsor for this tournament. They're doing a cash prize for the top 4. And I think anytime you can get money for playing a video game, that's a pretty awesome thing. So, check them out. They're really cool. It's kind of a social hub for gaming stuff. The comeback, I think the thing that really slowed Alraedris down was he took probably, I want to say maybe 5 minutes to do a bomb jump from Golden Thurizo up into the top of that room.
Now, one thing I'm not sure if you've realized yet, and I just realized it. This seed required a triple dip up to this area, Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I mean, for those who weren't here for all of it, they first had to come up this way to go to Turtle Rock, which had to be done because Turtle Rock was our colored crystal, which unlocked the Pyramid Fairy, which led to our Morph Ball. And then, once they got Hookshot, they had to come up to Hookshot Cave to get the bow and the flute. And now they got to come back up here again to do Ganon's Tower. So now we will see what number chest we have. And I hope it's 21. Not 22, 21.
Check out the Hope Room first, and we just got some missiles and a heart container. Thanks for the heart container.
Yeah, thank you. And let's see what Bob's torch has. Just a missile pack. Bob, you can keep that. And at this time, we got Alraedris going through Torian at the moment. Does he realize did he get Ice Beam or just never?
Yeah, no, he's iced several Metroids.
Oh, he just got stuck.
Yeah, he said if he's stuck on them, but I'm not sure why he's not just bombing them off and icing them. I think that's quicker than 3 power bombs, but
Yep.
What do I know?
Yep. And you can do that in vanilla as well, everybody. You can kill the Metroids with power bombs. That's little known fact. You can. I didn't learn that until Randomizer. I had no idea that was the thing.
So we're coming up on, I believe, chest number 8 here.
Yes. Number 8 is a piece of heart. Now, other items we have not seen. We have not seen Red Tunic. We also have not seen, obviously, our silver arrows, which I would be almost sure they're speed blocked or somewhere in here in this tower.
Coming up on chest 9 in the fire snake room.
Mm-hmm. And spring ball. We never found a spring ball anywhere.
That's true, we didn't.
Nope.
Apparently Dragon has the red mail. Which, I mean, judging by his outfit, I feel like that's correct. I don't know where the red mail was. Razor, do you happen to remember where he found it?
Chest 10, 11, 12, and 13. Squadouche.
And chat correctly pointing out that Dragondarch found the silver arrows in Ganon's tower.
Oh, we must have blinked and missed it.
Yeah, it was in the apparently the 4 chest red Stalfos room.
Oh, okay. We've been doing this a while, folks. It's easy to drop the ball and miss 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah, I used to sit and watch and I'd be like, I can't believe commentators miss so much stuff.
Yeah.
It's so easy. I'm sitting here watching it and I see it, but now that I'm commentating, it's so much harder.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I think this is easy. Signed up to do commentary for years. See how much you miss. Okay, we get an Armos fight while we get some Mother Brain 1 action.
This is actually the first time we've seen Armos this, and that'll be the last time we see Armos this seed. Well, I guess Alraedris might speak in commentary being easy.
Spring ball, and now we're going to right side. Oh my.
The seed is so trolly, I kind of think just go with tile room. It's clearly going to be tile.
Yeah. I totally almost fell out of my chair right now. It's what that popping sound was. Oh, Dragondarch's not checking that yet.
That doesn't surprise me. You got to be thinking, oh no, we got great.
You got wall mastered.
Not now, check tile room. Come on, it's a sign.
Yep, it's telling you. You should check that. You got the cape. It's free. You just gotta wait on it. Okay, Mother Brain 1 down. Oh, almost.
Well, this is Mother Brain 2.
Oh, yeah, 2. Yeah, see, Mother Brain 1 was down. So, yeah, this is 2. Mother Brain 2 down. Okay, I doubt we will see a stand-up glitch here. Okay, let's see. Dragondarch was check these chests first. It does make sense. There's 4 of these. So, yeah, 22 would now be tile room.
Yeah, so this will be 17, 18, 19, and... Nope, sorry, this will be 18, 19, 20, and 20.
Oh my. Oh!
So that was chest number 20, I believe.
Yep. Wow. At least he didn't waste time in the tile room.
Which it looks like to me the closest we got was Technicolor Shorty at 14. I don't think anybody guessed higher than 14.
I did. I guessed 21.
Oh.
It was 20.
Well, Price is Right rules. You still don't win.
Yeah, and also I don't count. I'm a commentator.
That's fair. Oh, up no point saying he said 19. I just must have missed it. Either way, thanks everybody for playing the big key guessing game.
Yeah, thank everybody who has been here since the beginning of this awesome, amazing seed. Yeah, this has been an adventure, folks. Yeah, this has been amazing.
Dragondarch says he is just done with the gauntlet and chooses to bomb boost everything, which I can totally get behind.
Mm-hmm. Now, even though it's a race and this deep, with this frustration, I'm still taking time to bomb the validation.
Seems fair.
Yeah. Okay, we got the escape going on here, and then, so yeah, we have about Ganon's Tower of Separation.
Yeah, of course, Alraedris has to go the slower way through the escape rooms here because he doesn't have speed boost.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we will not get the Shine Spark. Yeah, this has been a hell of a ride. I've loved every second of this. Once the late Morph ball came in, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hooked.
And I mean, both these runners, especially considering where the Morph ball was, these times are going to be excellent times.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you get sub, sub 340, 330 in a seed like this. No, it's not bad. It really isn't. I mean, these runners have got everything thrown at them in the world in this seed. I wouldn't wish this upon some of my worst enemies with that Morph Ball location. But yeah. This is what this tournament's all about, folks. Stuff like this.
Yep, and as a really quick note, we've got a lot of races coming up tomorrow. I think the first one is going to be at 10:10 Eastern in the morning between Mdio and Aussie. That's sure to be a good one. Aussie's probably the #1 seed in this tournament.
Definitely races the most on SRL in this, and I raced him in the SGL tournament in Bingo and got destroyed and decimated. So yes, I would say #1 seed for sure. I mean, yeah, I know he's capable of. Very good runner. We all do. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Yep, so please feel free to tune in and check that out. There's quite a few races going on tomorrow. You can catch all of them on the SpeedGaming schedule.
Triple.
I'm not sure if was it though. That one must have been a double. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a triple double single. Okay, we got all elements of it. Okay, we're going to get some extra bonks in here.
So speaking of knowledge, Miss Metroid pointed out this to me that you can actually stand in the fake aghanims and swing your sword, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't make you take damage. So you can you only really need to pay attention to where the actual aghanim is in terms of worrying about if I swing, am I going to take damage?
Oh wow, man, that's another wrinkle in my brain. That's 3 big wrinkles in my brain this stream.
Well, unfortunately, that's all that I know. That is the entire wealth of my knowledge exhausted.
Well, yeah, Yeah, I is smart now. I got my doctorate now. Okay, we got Buttersword Ganon Phase 1. Phase 2. It doesn't take a lot of hits. Now, we're in the very short Phase 3. That was fast. Pretty easy a 2-cycle. You have 1 cycle each phase with Butter. But you need to hit him at least once in this phase to activate the floor crumbling, which will activate the 3rd phase. Now, let's see if Alraedris picks up on the trollness, and no, he's going straight to left side. I think I would still go left side here. I really do.
Yeah, I don't think, especially again, your opponent hasn't done.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's nice. 1 silver arrow. Glitch. Yep. 2 silver arrows. Ha ha ha. 3. Oh, can you get the double? Double. Okay, get your GGs out in the chat, folks. Dragondarch will be finishing his race here in just a matter of seconds.
So it's an official SRL time of 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 56 seconds. Dragondarch has finished in first place.
Yep, I know he probably has many opinions on this seed, and I cannot wait to hear him. I hope we can get him in on this call.
And Dragondarch has joined us here in the commentary booth. GG, sir.
Thanks. Who wrote that?
The seeds are done by automatic bot, actually. No person actually rolled this one.
Well, that bot is fired.
I was told that Feasel coded the bots, so it's Feasel's.
Feasel is fired then. Turtle Rock into Pyramid Fairy Morph Ball at 1 hour 45. Thanks.
Do you realize that was a triple dip to Dark Death Mountain? Once for Turtle Rock, once for Hookshot and Bow, and then once to go to Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a near hundo on that seed.
Yeah.
So did you have any sense of I'm behind or I'm ahead when you finally found your Morph Ball in Pyramid Fairy? What goes through your...
I felt behind as hell. Like, you're 1 hour 45 in, you just get your Morph Ball, and you're on almost your last possible check. Like, the only choices I had when I had the option of going to Turtle Rock, the only choices I had were Turtle Rock and Ice Palace. And before that, it was just the check I made before Ice Palace, and that was going to be my next check. And it's like, where is this thing? I have to be behind. There's no way.
Yeah, I was expecting, like, at first, I was thinking, okay, we're going to have a Morph on Ped seed. That's just the first thing that popped in my head. And, but when, you check Pestle, and we're like, oh, I thought that was Bombos at first. And then I was reminded it was Power Bomb. So I'm like, okay, Ped's out of play. Well, what was amazing about this? Neither one of you made a play to go to Ice Palace at all.
Who wants to go to Ice Palace when you don't have to?
When you're almost out of options, though. I mean,
that's like my last play. I had Samaria, so it wouldn't have been as bad, but I really just didn't want to go to Ice Palace if I didn't have to.
Yeah, the interesting thing is I would say Alraedris beat you to Morph Ball by, I want to say it was about 15 minutes.
Doesn't surprise me.
It took a while because he did Turtle Rock, and then he actually went and did Skull Woods. So it was looking for a while like that Turtle Rock play was a complete waste of time. He went in there with green mail and 6 hearts. He died quite a few times. It was a rough Turtle Rock.
And Fighter Sword, because he never dipped into Metroid until he got Morph Ball. So, he did that with Fighter Sword and 6 hearts, which mad props.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I just dipped over to Metroid because at that point I had 2 pairs of 3 checks and a bunch of just loose checks in LTTP. So it's like, okay, I can do each of the 3 checks, and if I don't find anything, I can just reset out of both of them, so it won't be that big of a loss. And sure enough, both of them gave me a sword. So sure.
Yeah, that was huge. That's when about you jumped into the lead. Well, I mean, it was. He still had when you all got to Super Metroid, he had the slight advantage. Where you caught up at the end, his lower Norfair access was different than yours. He found the flute and bow before you did, so he was able to take the traditional, route in, and you did the grab jump in there. Which, that caught you up a bit there, but he never found space jump. You did on the way out of Norfair. So he had some difficulty in the bomb jumps going through the worst room in the game and the screw attack room.
Oh yeah, I don't like having to bomb jump if I don't have to. Not because I'm not good at it, but just because it's so slow.
Oh no! And he got stuck. He got stuck in the first room when you go upstairs.
He could have got out of that. I don't think he realized it.
Yeah, how about that space jump location?
Yeah, how about that space jump location? I don't have words for where that space jump was.
Oh no, he did it again.
Yeah, fire your bow. Yeah, the frustration's just there. I really feel for Alraedris right now. Alraedris. It was, you two had this seed was definitely an evil seed, no doubt, and I commend both of you for completing. You're completing. I'm sure he will too at this point. But there was a lot of WTF moments in this one.
Yeah, this was a seed.
Yeah, this might legitimately be the meanest seed that I have ever seen of the combo random.
Yeah, we've seen some doozies Dragondarch, but I mean, this is up there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Morph Ball in Turtle Rock. I've seen something important in Hookshot Cave when you can't finish Turtle Rock. I have not seen Morph at Pyramid Theory after completing Turtle Rock that just happened to be one of the dungeons you need to unlock that. That's a new one for me.
It's interesting. One thing that was interesting too is you guys both went back to the Thieves Town Big Chest before it was your last check. Like,
it was just that I just happened to be like I went and did hammer pegs, and the way I was routing it out, it's like I'm right here, and if it happens to be the item I need, I'm gonna be kicking myself. So just do it.
Yeah, that was an interesting play, and when you got the book long before Alraedris did, and like a long time before, and you were able to get desert out of the way, get your flippers early, and that's when everything was screaming to do not ice piles, but swamp at the moment. And then when that turned up empty, I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But yeah, that was an adventure, and a 329 is nothing to sneeze at on that seed. A lot of runners would struggle with that one.
No, I mean that's an excellent time for even a nice seed.
This is like the exact opposite kind of seed of what I got right before doing this race, where I had like a 246.
Never do practice seeds before a race. This happens.
Alraedris having a little bit of trouble with land mode too, but he gets it down.
Yeah, I think with only having 17 arrows, they don't want to risk using all their arrows there and not have any for Ganon. Because, it's only 6 arrows, but if you miss twice on each, that's 12 arrows, and that's only 5 left. You miss 1 on Ganon, miss 2 on Ganon. Yep. Yeah, yeah, you both finished Super Metroid first. Both of you did, and then you chose Ganon's Tower as the end.
Yeah, I did. I actually chose that order because at that point there was nothing left that was going to speed up the end of Super Metroid. And by doing that one first, I skip a small part of the escape, like maybe about 15 or so seconds. So it's just like a very small time save because the only thing that could have sped anything up was Wave Beam, and I left that in Krako's area.
Yeah, that's right. You reset out. Yeah, cause see, Alraedris. Damn, I cannot talk after this. But never actually went to Upper Norfair until they were leaving Lower Norfair, and didn't check anything because they were in go mode at that point.
Huh.
Yep.
I mean, I did Upper Norfair mostly after Lower Norfair as well, but I mean, it kept throwing all the Super Metroid stuff at me. So I finished Meridia, and then I think I went back to Link to the Past for something, and then I came back. I'm like, okay, well, I have Lower Norfair access. It's out of logic, but I don't care. Let's go do it. And then everything was like most of the stuff. A lot of the things that I wanted were there.
Yeah, Lower Norfair and Wreck Ship, they were both stacked early and everything. I mean, I was so happy to see both of y'all go to Wreck Ship early. I'm like, yes, I love that play. That's like my favorite. And you had a very nice Aghanim, by the way, a 3-2-1.
0-3-2-1. I whiffed the first one.
Oh, it's well, we have a triple. And, okay, I thought we were going to get a triple here, but nope. It's going to be a triple-double. Yep.
I like to think that if you don't get any balls, it just doesn't count. So 3-2-1.
Yeah, still good. And I appreciate the extra bonks into the wall while waiting for the bird to pick you up. That means a lot to me. Thank you for doing that, Dragondarch.
Well, I gotta run the counter up somehow.
Yeah, you only had 18 bonks. That was a little less than I thought you'd have.
Yeah, I thought I had way more than that too. I kept bonking everything when I didn't mean to.
But yeah, now we have a Ganon fight. The only difference between this Ganon fight and yours, Butter Sword was not acquired by Alraedris. They just decided to go on.
I mean, I was still looking for items anyway by that point. I still really needed. It was like hookshot, bow, and I can't even remember what else at this point.
Flute. Well, you didn't need flute, but at that point, but it helped. But yeah, that was you only needed hook and bow at that time, and they hook led to bow.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm still looking for items. I see butter. It's like that's gonna speed up Ganon by enough to justify the time going to get it. Might as well just grab it.
Oh, a death by Alraedris. Oh, but they got the bug net and caught a fairy.
That Swagnet.
Yep, Swagnet. Swagnet better than our internets.
Also, shoutouts to Extortionist Monkey and me not realizing I spent all my money on potions.
I saw that. I saw that. I was like, wait a minute, you didn't have no money.
Yeah, I thought of that after I bought both of them and got back. I'm like heading straight towards it. I'm like, wait a minute, I can't pay Extortionist Monkey. Let's do Eastern first.
Yep.
And hope I get money in there. And sure enough. Also, shoutouts to that whatever the enemy's name is in front of the last section of Skull Woods that dropped a very timely magic drop that I needed.
Oh, yeah, that was nifty. It was like perfect timing.
I'm like, I'm not going to be able to go in here because I don't have any magic. And then it just happened to drop that. I'm like, okay, well, good.
Okay, we have a Ganon fight and going into the last phase here. I think one more silver will do the trick. And there we go. So everybody, get your GGs out. And for Alraedris completing this seed in an official SRL race time. I'm dragging this out so I time it right. 3 minutes, 42 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 19 seconds.
3 minutes? God!
Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, not done. And the Triforce message. Well, that just happened.
I know, right?
That's perfect. So let's see if we can get them in here for a chat as well. There we go. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome in.
Yep. GG. Let's get your initial opinion real quick. What did you think of that seed?
At first I thought it was going to be interesting, and then, you know, it just decided to spiral down and down and down. I mean, it was a very, very strong indication that Turtle Rock was necessary, and then, yeah.
Yeah, that triple dip to Death Mountain, like I was telling Dragondarch, you know, go up once for Turtle Rock, come back for the hook shot, and then go to Ganon's Tower. That's just brutal.
Yeah, and, you know, I was saying in chat, so I spent the day taking down a maple tree in my backyard with the chainsaw, and my hands just gave out, and hence the 10 minutes of bomb jumps. So hopefully that was entertaining for everyone.
Hey, this seed was entertaining all around. I mean, these 3.5 hours just flew by for at least. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did for you too, Eleanor, in chat, right? I mean, everybody. It just flew right by. I mean, it was entertaining all the way.
Yeah, it you know, it was like gravity really quickly once you get the morph ball in wreck ship, which I was glad I went wreck ship first. And then Varia just was logically followed off of that. I'm sad that I dipped Meridia when I did. It wasn't necessary at all, really. So.
Yeah. See, your space jump. I didn't know if it was in Lower Norfair.
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Oh, you did? Okay. Speed boost, was it vanilla speed boost? Butter sword, did you see where Butter was?
No, I only had tempered.
Okay, Butter was Norfair escape to the right over there, like when you open the door and you have to go through the little Morph, that's where Butter was. And other than that, you all found pretty much everything except for Screw Attack. Where was Screw at? I cannot bloody remember. That was
Left side swamp.
Yeah, left side swamp. Yep.
Yeah, I go moded swamp because it was just the way things, like, you know what? I would say my back end of that seed I routed as fairly nicely. Like, everything just kind of connected very quickly once I found that ether was required for Mire. It was like Mire into swamp go mode into Dragon and then just fly through Ridley, which wasn't flying at all.
Yeah, Pedestal had a power bomb, thankfully, so nobody had to do that. The only, I think the only dungeon nobody visited, as I was telling Dragondarch, was Ice Palace.
There was a moment where I was like, oh, I should do this, and then it's like, no, bad idea, let's not.
I saw that. You went there to do it, then you noped before you even went in. I'm thinking, well, they both got cane, they can ice break it, just go through really quick.
That was muscle memory going into that. I was going to go to Hobo with the way I had routed things, and I'm like, why am I going to Ice Palace?
Yeah, there was some moments where you all synced up, gave a little bit of a high five. The lead swapped back and forth early on. It really did. I mean, You got your hook shot well before Dragondarch did, and but yeah, this was a thing.
It was so. The only item that really frustrated me was, I had done the first half of Smith Quest, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back into Thieves Town and just do it. Went into Thieves Town, did it, came out, finished Smith Quest, and there's the hammer, and it's like,
yeah,
you both did that.
I did pretty much the same thing.
And then I went back into Thieves Town because I'm like, with the way the seed has been, with Morph Ball at Pyramid and Hammer and Smith Quest, that chest is going to be important, and it wasn't.
Yeah, you both made a lot of similar plays. That's it was, like I said, this was an interesting seed, and also Alraedris, I want to say good job of going through Turtle Rock, 6 hearts and Fighter Sword, well done. I don't care how many times you died, that was still amazing.
Yeah, the pokey slap was frustrating. And then the bonk off of the pink beetle just were like the kiss of death there. But it was like, did you have more hearts than I did going into Turtle Rock than Dragondarch?
I had 8 hearts, but the difference was I had Tempered Sword at that point.
I went in 6 Fighter Sword, hammered it, and felt that was the smart play to do.
Yeah, I went before before finding my access to Turtle Rock, I went and dipped Super Metroid. I went down to Blue Brinstar, found 1 sword, and then went down into Green Brinstar and found the other sword. And then it's like, okay, so maybe my progression is now at one of the 2 tablets. Since I have 4. And no, it wasn't.
Oh, that Morph Ball. Like, you know what? Everything else in the seed given, that Morph Ball, like, you know what? I've had Mimic Cave Morph Balls before. I've had Spike Cave Morph Balls. But you know what? Pyramid Fairy, like, come on.
Yup.
I was telling during commentary, the worst Morph Ball I ever saw, and this was in one of the earlier versions of the Randomizer, was at Spore Spawn. I had to defeat Spore Spawn to get Morph Ball.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah. That's true last locationing. Like, there's no way you ever check that.
Yeah, I've had that once. But yeah.
So, you know what? I'll call this a good second worst seed of all time. Like, that was pretty bad. So, honestly, fantastic race. Good matchup, Dragondarch, and good luck with your next match.
Yeah, good luck in your next match as well.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for the commentary, Cantaloupe and Eleanor. I'm going to be watching this probably tomorrow and going through it myself, just seeing things that I could have missed. So thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the commentary.
I apologize in advance for the probably 100 times I butchered your name.
Yeah, me too.
It's all good.
Yeah, I kept going Alraedris, and I'm like, no, it's Alraedris. I'm dyslexic, so I misreach stuff all the time. And
it gets mispronounced often, so I often go by Ray. So
okay, Ray. Hey, that's my last name. I love that.
Nice and easy. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it, and good work on it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Is there? I'll let you close it out, Eleanor, if you want to. I have nothing else.
Yeah, just one more time. Please follow our runners, Alraedris and Dragondarch. If you haven't, this was an excellent race. I hope everybody has a good night, stays healthy, and we'll be back tomorrow with